Well, that was fun. What a cliffhanger. Well, I mean, at least you saw me jump off before that happened. It wasn't just my router restarting. Like, the internet went out and came back, and I don't know why. It was freaking weird. Well, let's hope that doesn't happen again. All right. Let's see. Disconnected. Let me quit. Maybe I quit the game and come back in. Yeah. Power outage? No, it wasn't my power. It was just the internet. Only the internet. Yeah, it was weird. All right, I'm going to open Peak back up and then we'll do the thing and the stuff. Yeah, it was just the internet. Super weird. I don't know why. I don't know if there was an outage in my area recently, but you got me. Yeah. Okay, so I had the power out recently and then internet going out like that. Jesus. Technology. Yeah. All right. Ads are going to happen again. I'm so sorry. They're going to happen again just because. Yeah. Maybe the router needed. Yeah. Maybe it needed a nice little refresh. A nice little cycle through. Yeah. Squishy. Thank you for the 4 months. I don't know if anybody's inside of one of their streams. If you want to let them know that I'm back. Oh, wait. Or maybe they know that. Router said no stream for you. Dude, what the? As soon as I jumped off the cliff, as soon as I jumped off, they know. Thank you, Jay.
Oh, look at that. He just joined right God. Let's go. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm cold. Why am I cold? Oh, I'm so cold. Hold me.
We saved a marshmallow for you.
Oh, thank you.
We got a
Are we surrounded by fog right now?
Toasty marshmallow. What's that?
We need to get a move on.
I'm not cold. Why are you cold? You keep flashing blue.
Yeah.
I can see it.
I see. I'm surrounded by fog.
He's flashing. Yeah.
To feed you.
Okay.
Well, Doc has a marshmallow. Did you already eat it?
I didn't eat it. It should be in my
No, yeah, that's what I mean.
Is my game freaking out?
Oh.
I can't tell if my game's freaking out or what.
Little toasty marshmallow.
I spawned back in and I'm just endlessly cold and fog.
I wonder.
Yeah, I think you're the only one. I wonder if the game is borked right now.
Well, here, give him. Eat his toasty marshmallow in his backpack and see if that helps.
That's interesting. There is nothing in his backpack.
Yeah, dig deep.
There's not in there.
Well, here, wait, stay still. Here.
Here's some Aquafina.
There you go.
Oh, thank you. Okay, I still am surrounded by fog. Like, it's blinking randomly and I can see stuff, and then all of a sudden it's this again.
That's so weird. What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know. It must have spawned me in weird. Maybe I just need to back out and come back.
Do we wanna well let's just start the whole freaking lobby over. Does someone else want to do the lobby?
It's up to you guys.
Or do you want
It's flash stream for another 2 hours.
I'm having fun.
I'm down for whatever.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to me. I mean, it only took us
all right, well wait a minute. I think maybe
like 20 minutes to get here or
something. If we're gonna do this,
Marmato.
It was for you, but he stole it.
Oh,
I didn't steal it. Why you put it on me? You had the marshmallow.
Did you see her side eye?
Yeah, I did. That inherently means you stole it.
If we're going to restart, maybe we should do a swan dive competition.
Okay.
Oh, absolutely. Where are we swan diving from?
I don't know. It's gonna be. I'll see what I can see.
Okay. Well, all right. Should we have Flash go first then?
I think
you
that's
can't see.
I think it's only appropriate. Just see where he lives.
Okay. Now, right about here is where you want to go. Like right in this general area.
Okay.
Right here.
Yep. All right, I'm on it.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
Okay.
You ready?
All right, here it goes.
Ready?
Push.
What the
What
fuck?
What the? Okay. Are you gonna slide down on toboggan?
I was gonna see if it would just.
Oh, and just. Oh, there it goes.
Hey, there it is. Okay, that's one way to go.
I'm still alive.
I'll go next.
I'm still alive.
I gotta get a running start though.
Yeah, get a running start.
All right, ready?
Now, are you just gonna do a big old? Oh. Go, 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 go! Okay, go. Ready? Lock
Doc,
you're gonna survive.
I'm
Okay, go.
coming!
Man, it kind of sucks that we live.
Oh my god.
There's still a lot.
I'm just surrounded by fog.
Wow.
Let me die already. Ooh, spikes. Ooh. Ooh. Well, that didn't work out so well. Is there another cliff?
You know what? I wasn't planning on surviving.
Okay.
Okay, now we're all surrounded by fog. You ready? You ready? Woo! There.
Hadouken. Ah, yes, another.
Leaving the game?
No, Socks, I'm not right now. I don't know if I was debating whether I wanted to restart it or not. I probably will. I can't believe it ended. That was so annoying. Do this. Oh, I need to hit the next thing. Frickin' internet, man. My computer never restarted or anything.
My
It was
God.
just... Yeah. All right, let's see.
Hi guys.
Well, hey, how's it going?
Hey. Oh man,
You know
Chiba,
what's-
you're-
That was a practice run.
why does it
Dude,
reset your volume every time?
It's
That's
not
crazy.
just it does it to you guys too. I have to do it. Yeah, like all of you are super loud again.
What? I don't know why everybody's so okay. we're
So
good.
should
We're
I
fine.
start? Should I start a new lobby now? And
It might be
hopefully some of
okay.
these issues
Well,
go
it might be
away,
okay
or-
now. We can see what happens
Yeah,
if we
try
load back
now.
in. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Hey, Tornado, what happened? My freaking internet went out.
So wait, I'm confused. So so we're not.
Oh,
so
thank
we're
you,
not doing a
Fox.
new one, is
No.
what we're saying.
Well, we
Okay.
kind of just did. Like we're
Why are we
starting
doing
a
this?
Is that true,
kind of a new
Swifty?
game.
No, you're okay, Fox. I
Okay.
can see it.
All
I
right.
can see
Okay.
it. Thank
Okay.
you. Thank
Okay.
you, Mayor. Yeah, there we go.
Okay, ready? Ready?
Okay.
Ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, the hope here is that
Some,
I'm checking
Max
out,
for-
me
check it
loading
out
into the
really
lobby
for
was
the first
just
time.
something weird. Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Oh, can you? Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Oh, is push to talk not working?
I think it's just during that screen.
Wait.
Oh, got you.
It
Got you.
doesn't.
Got you. Got you.
Mine doesn't work. Well, mine
Ooh,
only
there's a
works for
whole
like 5
ass
seconds
chair.
and then it
Can you hear me?
bails.
Can you hear me?
Whole ass
I can
what?
hear you.
Yeah, we can
Yes.
hear you.
Yes, I can hear
then
you.
Push to talk's not working because I'm not pushing it right now.
Hey, can you hear me?
What? So you're on. Well,
Some-
wait.
Hey, can you hear me?
Press it a couple times because then mine reset. Now it works. Because listen, can you hear me now?
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna do a push to talk test. Okay.
Yeah. So you couldn't
Okay.
hear me when I was talking
Okay.
the second time. Okay.
Did it work?
It's cutting off your voice.
Okay, there we go.
Can you hear
I was
me?
I was
Can you
pushing
hear
it
me
in and
now?
letting go.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
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 Can you hear me now?
This is quite possibly the best way to check push to talk. Talk said, let me try real quick. Nailed it. Oh, she's just pooping now.
That's what I do.
All right. Game on. I'm not going to climb any trees, okay?
Okay, Flash. Okay.
Because I'll die.
Okay.
I apparently can't climb trees very well. Someone broke my alarm clock. All right. We're back at it, friends. Here we go. All right. We got this. I'm not going for that suitcase. That suitcase can F it. I'm just going straight forward. All right. I mean, I do have a lot of staminers right now. I could probably try to climb a tree and get a coconut nut. Maybe.
We're
Give.
going to be so good at this first level.
Yeah, it's not going to know what hit it. Oh, no. It's okay. I'm okay. I'm safe. I'm safe. I'm fine. You can also throw things at them and knock them down. Oh, can you really? That didn't work.
Don't stop me now.
Having a
stop,
good time.
'cause I'm having a good time. Having a good... Ooh, coconut.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Yeah.
Lime in the coconut.
Put the lime in the coconut and mix it all up.
But
Okay, I'm all good.
there we go.
Ooh, what's that spring sound?
Kokum. Oh, yeah, I know.
Yeah, it sounds... Ooh, sports drink. Let me pick that up.
I just have to figure out the best way to do this.
Hey? Oh, fucking right.
Oh, for Canada. Hey there, bud.
Oh, what you doing there, bud? Get yourself a double or what?
I feel like we should not go the same way we went last time.
Yeah, I feel like we've gone that way multiple times, and it just
know,
has
but it's
been
like-
awful.
Well, yeah, that's a good point, to be honest.
Definition of insanity, blah, blah, blah.
Doing it over and over again?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's no arguments there. It just seemed like such a good way, you know, like old... Oh, the bridges are up here. Whoa.
Ye old bridges.
The old
Ye old bridges. All right, I'm gonna climb this way.
Give your balls a tug. Yeah.
Give your balls a tug.
Give your balls
Give your balls a tug there, bud. Capital letters get me banned. No, if some... Oh, god damn it. If somebody's spamming caps,
Yeah, exactly.
using caps a lot, then they will
Where's
people
Doc?
will typically get timed out or something along those lines.
Away yonder.
So it's just basically a way that encouraging people not to do that in chat. Cool game. It's a
Ooh,
really
how
neat
did you,
game.
Like, you jumped right over that spiky thing.
She's a spider.
Okay. She's a spider.
She's a
Okay,
spider.
I'm gonna go for it. Yeah.
I'm also going for it.
Oh, just a barely. Oh no, Mel! You didn't make it.
Oh god.
I also
Oh god.
I'm gonna make.
No! Shut up!
Trail mix.
Okay, well here's the thing. What if I can climb up this right here, right?
It's like people were. Oh yeah. I mean, yeah. Especially if somebody
Here we
gets
go,
warned
here we
about it
go,
too.
Here we go. Here we go.
Where did Doc go?
Here we go. I actually don't know where Doc is.
I don't know.
No, 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 shit!
Can I make it up here? Is this safe? Am I about to fall? Oh god. Okay. Never mind. Don't stop.
There we go.
me
Okay.
now.
Build stem. And I should be able to go up here? So like that bridge? Or here? Doc!
Maybe he's trying to talk to us and his push to talk isn't working.
Oh, was that he? Doc,
Oh.
I hear you.
Marco!
Doc!
Doc!
Who's that sliding down the mountain?
Oh no, this is not the way, homie. This is not the way.
Are you sure?
Oh, it is the way. Ah, let's go.
It feels right.
It kind of felt right, to be honest. It felt wrong.
I guess
for
you're
about
having a good time.
25
Hi,
seconds.
Aldi.
It
I'm
felt
coming,
right.
James.
Let's go. What's that green thing over there? There's like a green ball.
Green
I'm
ball.
stacking?
Where
What
are
is
you
that?
looking?
Yeah. Oh, it's a bush. Never mind. Never mind. It's a bush.
It's just a bush.
It's just a bush. It's a bush on top of one of the pillars.
Oh man.
Mel, I think Doc is like
Aldi,
up
how's it
here
going,
or
Fran?
something, or over there.
Yeah. I don't think he's. I don't think he's up this high. I'm not sure.
Yo, look at these chubby shrooms. Am I right?
Oh, look at them shrooms. Ooh. Oh, it's literally called a chubby shroom. I thought you were just calling it that.
No.
Oh, look at this.
By
thing.
definition,
God,
it's what it's called. Hi, Evie.
Oh, there. Oh, that gave me a lot.
There's another
of
suitcase
spam.
over there.
That's good.
Oh,
That's the good stuff.
oh, that's the good stuff.
Hey, that's the good stuff right there. Mel, there's a chubby mushroom up here if you want it.
I have a name, dude. Jesus. Not just a
Okay,
piece of
I'm gonna
meat.
jump over here. Here, actually, I'm gonna pick this up and carry it just in case.
Okay.
There we go.
Damn. All right, I'm gonna go this way.
Okay. Jump.
Look, I'm getting the hang of it. All right, I'm learning. Yeah, chubby shroom. All right, we go that way. We go this way. All right, this feels right. This feels right. I have trail mix for food too. Fat shitty fuck guy.
Doc, I hear you.
Maybe Doc would love a fat shaming fun guy.
Doc, do you want a chubby mushroom?
If so, I've got one.
Can I go this way?
Oh god. Jump. Okay. We're gonna try to climb like this. Doc is a fun guy. Thank you for the follows. Hello.
So he's probably down there somewhere, like maybe down there to the left.
I'll try to get up here and get some eyes on him.
Yeah, we gotta get some eyes.
Gotta get some eyes. There's another coconut. I hear him.
Doc, I hear you. I hear you. I don't know what to do. Do we keep going?
Yeah, I see them both.
Do we?
It's just a little.
No.
Is she pushing him?
Oh, yeah, she is. But oh shit, I thought you fell, but no, you went over to the other one. Do you want to? Do we go down and get him, or because we don't have a rope or anything, right?
Hold on.
Yeah, we can't really do a whole
Oh,
lot.
coconut incoming.
Thanks for the warning.
You're welcome. If I shoot this rope cannon, would that be helpful? Like if I shoot this there, is that useful, or do I want to? Or this is for no, it's a rope, so it's gonna be like this.
Okay, I'm gonna keep going up.
Hold on, wait. Wait, if I throw you this, I don't know if you can catch this. I could try to get it to you though. It's a rope cannon.
Ooh.
All right, you ready?
You like? Yeah, go for it. Oh.
I undershot it a little bit.
Yep. Yep. Got it. Let's go.
Awesome.
Okay, Doc.
Crack open. Shit.
Doc, can you hear me?
I can hear you, Doc. Okay.
Who
whereabouts
needed-
Are you?
Who needed food?
Doc?
Oh, never mind.
Oh, okay, I hear you. Here, let me jump down here.
Mel,
Okay, I see the bridges.
I have half a coconut.
Jump here. Okay, here. Okay, there we go.
I don't know where she went.
I'm eating the one you threw.
Okay, I have another one.
Okay. I have a rope gun.
Chivo, I have a rope gun.
I'm gonna be honest.
It actually might. I'm not really sure how this is gonna go, but I'm gonna give her a shot. You ready?
I'm just gonna do this. Have it.
Guys, I might need you to grab my hand.
All right, hold on. Let me eat my nuts. Can you not make it to that next part right there?
How do I shoot it? How do I shoot it?
All right, I'm coming down.
I'm trying.
Okay. Mel, I'm right above you.
I'm coming.
Okay. I'm reaching. Oh god. Oh my god. That like almost pulled me off. Holy crap. Okay.
You did it.
Oh. It almost yoinked me off. All right. Wait, that sounded weird. Sorry. That's not. Sorry about that. All right. You good? You good? You can make that. I don't even think I was grabbing you. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. They're down there somewhere-ish. They were trying the rope thingy.
They're gonna die.
Yeah, I think the longer we wait, the less food there is. Should we go that way maybe? Or that way?
Let's kind of come out here and take a look.
Well, there's a bunch of different rock shapes going up that way. This way, there's also, I don't know. We might be able to get to that bridge.
I feel like the bridge over here, the lowest one, we should probably aim for.
Aim for?
Right over
Okay.
here.
I wonder if we can climb these rocks that you're headed to.
We totally can.
What's the furthest? So, Ms. Pro, I played, the furthest I've gotten was by myself. And I think I got there out of luck. Coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Okay.
Oh, this will be hard.
That's, yeah, it's a point. It's a
Okay,
pointy. It's a pointy. I was going to say, do you want to use my head as a boost?
Oh, we can do this. We can do this.
Okay.
It's not that far. I think I'm almost there.
You can use my head.
I don't actually know how to help you.
Okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. Oh, I lunged. I lunged. I lunged.
What
Okay.
is the key for helping people?
So when you hold right click, that hand,
Okay.
I think when someone's in a climbing position, I assume it kind of like grabs them and pulls them a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So they're further down that way. Hadouken! I'm gonna let my stand build a little bit, and I'll wait till you're up there. All right, I'm coming.
Now, Mayor said something about one person at a time on a bridge.
Okay. Oh God, am I safe here? Okay. Okay. Whew. Yeah.
Just don't
Okay.
let yourself slide off.
Yeah. I'll pay attention. Okay, I'll wait. Hey, Brandon, how's it going?
I just hope we have enough stam to get up here.
We might.
Well, you know what? It might be better.
To jump across, you think, and climb the rocks?
That's kind of what I'm wondering.
Yeah. I feel like I've been here before, but with way less stam.
Yeah!
Okay. I'm coming.
I'll get out of your way.
No, you're fine. You're fine. This might be tricky. All right. Let me get there. Okay, I'm climbing. You think you have the stam for it?
I will see in a second. I think so. Yeah.
Did you jump at first, or did you just climb?
I just climbed
Okay.
to keep my stamina.
Ooh. I didn't have to use any stamina to get up half of that.
Yeah, this isn't bad at all.
Okay.
I'm all the way up here and I haven't had to jump or anything.
Okay. Yeah. Now we're on the move. Bridges can collapse too much weight. Now, you went that way. Would going this way be helpful?
I think either might be fine.
Okay. Maybe
We're,
split
like,
shift?
at the top. Yeah, let's see what happens.
All right. Double our chances, double our fun. It'll be fine. Chiba and Doc. Yeah, here we go. Look at that. Oh, yeah, we're basically at the same spot. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I like
I'm
it.
gonna backtrack a little.
Okay. Going great? Heck yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, my stream had to restart because my freaking internet went out of nowhere. I just keep hearing random faint.
Might have been better, Flash.
Oh, why? Are you stuck?
I'm not stuck.
Okay.
I'm not stuck. I think I'll be okay.
Okay. Oh, there's a suitcase. Did you see that? Did you guys see that? I think I should go for it. It's gonna be a little dicey. Oh, okay. I'm all right. Mine's usually my cat held down my power like a. Did you hear Chief? Oh man, that echo is just wonderful when it's something like that. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. What? Let's see what we have here. Hadouken. I have a rope. Oh, and food. Oh, I needed that, dude. Oh, airline food. Let's go. This rope is not helpful for them. I don't think so. Can I go that way? Should I go that way? Really funny clip yesterday. 3 people crossing a bridge and it started to collapse. coming. I'm assuming the Mel made it up here.
I made it up.
All right, I'm getting there. Buddy just told you about this game, dude. It's the sound has been so funny. Ah, Dukin.
We're almost there. We just
All right.
wait on
these two goofs. I have a rope I could throw them, but literally throw them because I can't do anything else with it.
I just heard Chiba screaming.
I can't see where they are. I think we made it over like a cliff.
Apparently, they are a very long way down.
Oh my God. Says chat. Listen, I couldn't wait, man. If we had to wait, like we would get hungry and we'd have no stamina and we wouldn't make it up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's why I kept going. Though the other day when I was playing, Mary kept saying you're not supposed to get too far apart from each other, but I'm like, nothing bad's happening except that we don't know if they're okay.
Yeah.
Or not. That's okay. I can live with that.
Hold on. I could do one of these guys.
dead.
Maybe this. Cheap. Oh, wait. Oh, whoops. Wait, why did that just happen? Wait, I thought that was a rope. Okay, I didn't understand how this worked, apparently.
I have no idea how to do that.
I thought the rope, why is it like cut off?
Ooh, there's a suitcase down there that I'm not going to go
No,
get.
F that. Oh, well. Just look at the shadows.
People are calling you Butterfingers.
Hey,
I'm just saying.
you have to spool it out first. Oh.
So we don't want to use the statue until we know if Doc is dead.
Yes, we want to make sure we see two little ghosties. Oh, hey, you want a lollipop? Oh, there's
I would
one.
love a lollipop. Thank you.
There's one.
Thank you. I could have used that about
We
4
found
minutes
one.
ago.
I'm gonna lick this right
Doc-
now. Oh my God,
Doc-
rainbows!
Yes, I think you
go.
have unlimited stam while that's happening.
Ooh.
Oh my
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Look,
what you want.
look here
That's the
go.
good stuff.
It does run out though.
God! Oh, I ran out.
That's the good stuff.
All right, so are we assuming that Doc is going to make it or not going to make it, Chiefs?
Give me 2 seconds.
All right, why don't you
Yeah,
go give a look. Yeah, we can send him on a mission.
Can confirm, not gonna make it. There he is.
Hi, Doc.
Yeah, I don't think he's coming back from that.
Bring him back.
Oh!
There they are.
Go. Let's go!
Welcome back, friends. Hi, you want a marshmallow?
I would love a marshmallow. Nothing hits like a marshmallow. on top
Nothing
of the
hits.
mountain. Nothing hits. Doc, are you there? Can you hear us?
Get your marshmallow.
Gonna cook it? There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, that's so much better.
Lovely.
Day 3.
Hello?
Okay, we're gonna be a professional group now.
Okay,
We're gonna annihilate
Okay.
this map.
I like it.
I think we can do it.
I mean, it doesn't
If
look
we are-
intimidating whatsoever, but it looks of it from here.
I don't know though. I'm walking and it doesn't look like the background's moving at all.
Which
Yeah.
should be our plan of attack? Which
That's a
side?
great question.
I don't know, but here's the thing. I think we should all go up the same side this time.
But we gotta. So
Maybe
last
that,
time
like,
went
you see that
ahead
left chunk over there?
because we were
Where the
running out of
waterfall is?
stamina.
2 times bonus boost? Yeah, I cooked it. Yeah.
Maybe.
Although, I don't know
The
though,
left
'cause that looks like a lot of upside down action happening there.
It absolutely does. Or right up the center. I don't know. The
Oh,
center
you
looks
cook it
pretty-
for a second time.
But then it
Oh,
kind of
I
gets
didn't know
misty up there, and I
that.
can't see
Well,
what's
we
up
better
there
go
at a certain
before,
point.
you know,
Yeah, we need to get moving. We just
Before
have to
the
pick
fog rises.
away.
Okay.
Before,
the fuck is that?
before the fog
Doc, what
rolls
is
in.
that?
Tell me that you like.
What? How are you doing that? You're just kind of extending your.
Wait, how are you doing that?
Your hand. You're.
There's a vine
What are you
down
doing?
there with food on
Wait,
it.
how you?
I feel like we
How you?
should take that.
How are you doing that? How did you extend it? What are you, Mr. Fantastic?
How do you do that?
button
What
did you
what
press for
button
that?
do you hit? How do you ping?
All right.
How do you ping?
I definitely can't be heard anymore. Yeah, you just gotta
Oh! Click your middle button. Oh, let's go!
finger fight.
Finger fight.
Finger fight. Finger fight. Finger fight.
Stop, guys. Stop.
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 Stop it, Ron.
Stop it, Ron. Stop.
Wait, where did she go? Where did she jump down?
I don't know.
Follow.
That whole sticking together thing, we're doing great.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Well,
that's like the
we're
one thing
finger
that everyone
fighting and
says to
she's
do.
trying to move.
Mel!
Vine with blue fruit. That's where I'm going.
What about blue fruit? Oh, okay, we're
Vine
here,
to
we're
blue
here.
fruit.
Vine to blue fruit. Okay, I got
All
you.
right. I like it.
You go first.
I figured
Flash.
that way we could
Okay.
grab some
Oh,
fruit
dude,
on the
look
way.
at that skill level.
Save some stam doing that.
Then we can grab
It's not like Jennifer Coolidge.
Oh, Doc missed
Like the
vine.
4th of July.
It's okay.
Okay, I have
Okay, we got it.
I'm okay. I'm okay.
No, it's
I'm
okay. You
fine.
got this. You got this. You got this. You got
You're
this.
doing great,
I want
sweetie.
you to know that they have bananas here that I'd never tried before called apple bananas, and they're really so
Apple
much better than
bananas.
normal. Yeah. Here's more
What is it?
bananas. Somebody
Baby,
grab
let's
them.
go.
What does it taste like? Oh, they're blue bananas.
Nailed it.
Blueberry nana.
Help!
Pick up.
Blueberry nana.
Blueberry nana. How do I get up here?
Whoa. Can I
Oh,
climb
like
down
a-
this?
Oh no!
I'm fearful. I'm a little
Oh,
fearful.
for fuck my ass.
You got it. You heard the man.
I'm not sure there's a
Oh.
mad dash for that, Chiefs.
Oh no. Chief, are you okay? Chief. Where do you hurt? Do you hurt here? 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 Here?
Or here. Somewhere in this general vicinity right
Maybe it's right here. Around this
Yeah,
area.
Maybe right here.
Maybe right here?
there. Or maybe here. Maybe here.
Oh, what the hell? Hey! Did you just blow dart me?
Well, you're not going to be using these bananas anymore, I don't think so.
Oh, a banana peel. Oh, she Mario Karted me.
So the idea is to troll in this game. Wait,
Basically.
You can carry him?
Can I eat the blue bananas? Oh my
got
god.
him.
Oh my
I got him.
god. Look at him go.
I got him. We never leave a man behind, Chiefs.
Oh my god. I kind of want to banana peel him while he's holding Cheebs. I tried
There we
to.
go.
I also tried. It did not work.
A for effort.
A for effort. We had the idea. It's just the execution.
Believe me, I still have that in my inventory.
Okay, not for nothing, not to be rude, but how do I throw Chiba off my back? Because
What's in his backpack? No, okay. I don't know how you drop Chiba.
I don't know how to drop
How did this
Chiba. I mean,
happen? How did this happen?
Well, he
What
picked him
happened?
up to wear him. Oh, Doc, press
I
4.
picked him up to help him. And press 4? The number?
Yes.
Oh.
Oh, there he goes. Bye,
Nice.
Cheebs. Miss you.
Oh, wait a minute. No.
Dead?
Yeah.
Oh. Well then.
Drop him like he's hot. Well, you all know.
Drop him like he's hot. You take his backpack? Probably could, but it's a lot of extra weight.
You know what I think we gotta
Hi-ya!
do in Chiba's honor? Chiba was always a daredevil. We gotta take him to the highest point we can.
Just throw
Give
him
him the
off.
proper send-off.
He's still wearing him.
Oh, Flash, helping hand.
Thank you. Okay,
Welcome.
Thank you.
Helping hand.
I really need
Helping hand?
bandages or something.
I've got
I
4 hands right now.
my hands.
My hands are going. My hands are going in front of my face.
I mean, we could try to make it your way.
You can go your own way.
Go your own
Go your
way.
own way.
I don't know how to get to her then if we're gonna do that.
Oh, wait, hold on. Let's do this.
Our blurs is it? No, they should be fine.
Okay, maybe this isn't.
Maybe it's not a great idea. Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Oh
But wait
boy.
a minute. Hold on. I'm gonna climb this tree.
Okay.
All right, tree climbed.
I like your style.
Okay. Now what?
Uh,
Oh, wait, more trees. There's more trees over there that we can climb. Where? Flash? I hear you making effort sounds.
Effort sound.
I know, Joe. The second set of hands. Yeah, these are Shiba's hands.
Little Chiba hands.
Okay. I'm worried about my stamina. Should I just chuck Keebs off here, or?
It might not be a bad idea just to chuck him off.
All right. Hey, Jeeves. Jeeves, this is nothing personal. I think you're great.
All right, I'm gonna put this here. Oh wait, I gotta see the send off.
Okay. And there he goes.
Oh boy.
All right. Look at all the stamina I got now. Let's go. Okay.
So much energy.
Wow.
Why am I in this tree?
Wow.
What do
I
you
can't
mean,
believe you've done this. I can't believe you've done this.
Where's Mel? Mel!
I carried you.
You did
Okay.
carry me.
Mel!
For a substantial amount of time. A substantial amount of
Mel,
time.
can you see
Yes, I
me?
did.
But then
Where's
you
Mel?
got
Let
me.
go.
Mel!
Never let go.
Don't move!
Except
Never
for
surrender.
when I let go a minute ago. But other than
Yeah,
that,
and
never
then
let
I
go.
fell to my death.
Oh shit, what a throw!
400 feet.
Oh my god, I threw a med kit right
but
to her.
here's the interesting thing, though.
Damn.
When you're carrying someone's body, they stop dying. Which is cool.
Really?
That's cool. Yeah, I stopped dying until you threw me off the cliff and I fell 400 feet. Yeah. Until
So,
you did that, I was
so Doc, how do you feel about that? He was alive up until the point when you killed him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
that's
murdered me.
something.
You
I
murdered
did not
me.
murder you. That was an accident.
Well-
I mean, no, I threw you on purpose.
I mean, it
Well,
wasn't
I
an
mean,
accident.
it could still be murder. It's accidental.
Yeah, it's like a form of manslaughter or something.
One of those degrees I heard about.
All right. How am I gonna get up here without being poisoned?
There we go. Now she's got health. We're good to go.
Did I just hear that Flash found a med kit?
I found a med kit and I threw it all the way down the cliff to her, and she caught it.
You know. Oh, so Mel has the med kit.
She did. I found it in a
You know what?
suitcase.
What's funny is if Doc didn't throw me off the cliff, you could have revived me with the med kit.
Oh,
Yeah, you know, it's fine. It's fine. You know, things
I mean, I
happen.
feel-
Things happen in life. You know.
Yeah, things happen.
to be
things
fair, I
happen.
found
You know-
it after he dropped you off.
Okay, wait. I have an
Well, this is
argument
true.
for this.
Had he
Turbo.
not thrown me off.
All right, here we
have
go. There's an argument.
for this.
Argument to be had,
All right.
please.
For what?
Okay,
Epic
If
Tight
he-
Pants, you have the floor.
Go on.
the floor is
You have the
yours.
floor. Continue. Continue.
Hatter, hello. Thank you for the raid.
Are you pooping?
Wait,
What's happening?
okay, that's
Okay.
this is not a great.
Okay. My argument is that if Flash had not thrown me the med kit, I would have not been able to climb up here, and one of us has a track record of getting to the top and the other does not.
Damn.
Hey,
Damn.
you're not wrong, but still.
I'm gonna leave. I don't feel
You know what, though? Not for
comfortable
nothing,
here
you're an amazing
anymore.
host.
Thank you. Thank you. I pride myself on my ghostly abilities.
Chiba basically became a checkpoint. Yes.
All right. Is it? Oh man, I don't even know which way to go. Like that looks promising that way, kind of. Calling it like it
Chiba, go
is.
Scout ahead.
You know what? That would actually be a cool
I bet
feature
we
if
could
I
go
could do
straight up
that.
here.
Straight up here, you
and then
think?
to the right.
Yeah, go straight up there, I think. Yeah.
I'm just gonna wait till the rain stops for stamina.
I'm gonna go for it.
Wait, does the rain affect stamina?
Yeah, it's slippery, so it takes more stamina, I
When we
think.
say up and to
I
the
didn't even
right,
notice
what right
that,
are we
to be
talking about? Is there any right up here?
Well, it was back that way, not this way, because I don't know if this way has a way for us to get up there.
We could use the trees. We're using
I love-
I'm using the trees.
Okay.
Tree!
I don't know how I feel about this. You're gonna have to let me know how it goes.
All right, I will. You just gotta trust.
You know, I
Flash.
remember that time about 4.5 minutes ago when I got thrown off the tree.
Chiba, you're being very
Just a
dramatic.
ghost. You're
Memories.
Not real.
Memories.
I watched it though. It was pretty great.
Memories.
That's
Let's go.
ballsy there, Doc Umantari.
Thank you. That was my nickname in middle school.
Ballsy?
Ballsy?
I don't know.
Ballsy.
Hey, Ballsy, pull down your shorts. For good grief. For God's sakes,
It
man.
was a recess thing.
I'm gonna eat
You
this.
know Doc was Homecoming King?
Okay,
I did.
All right, now come on. You invoked this. Ow,
What happened? Did Doc just fall down?
Look what you've done.
Is this a bad idea? Am I about to do what you guys just did?
Oh, you're getting it. You're getting it.
Oh, no, I'm good. I'm fine.
Oh, Doc, stop hanging on. You can get your stamina back.
All right, come this way. I've got you. Michaela, hi again. Hey, listen, none of what they're talking about is true. You can't believe everything. All right, you can't believe everything you hear on the internet.
You know what? You know who told me that? His brother told me that. So now I know it's true because his brother
Oh,
told me.
man.
The other brother confirmed it. So I know that Doc was home.
Okay, first of all, Barthel's got issues. Second of all,
Should we go down
Carnage
that
has
way?
other issues.
Oh my God, guys! I don't want to say anything, but that tree's
I
looking
feel
thick.
like, you know,
Oh
when-
my God!
Remember when
Do
Epic
it.
Type hit
Do
said we should go to the left?
Look down at that tree, Doc.
The
Look,
other
Doc.
left?
Look straight down, Doc. Over that way. Look down at that. Those two trees together.
are you about to push me? I feel like I'm.
No, right there.
So you want me to jump on the trees again?
He's not getting it.
Guys,
Yeah.
All right.
But do you have a way up there?
That
seems awfully risky.
Find out.
it might not work. I might not make it.
Ah, my knees. Okay. Barthel confirmed it. Listen, Barthel's got issues. Okay, he's got issues. I know there's a few people.
Oh man. Oh, I don't think she's doing so hot.
Hate to confirm this, but I think Doc fell off a tree.
Oh man. Oh man.
Oh, the irony.
Oh, the irony. Oh, she's alive. Oh my God. Oh God. Okay, wait. I'm gonna go back up top here. I want to get down to that. I just don't know the safe way of doing this. I think I need to go actually here. Get off the thing. Beat the game a bunch of times. That's awesome. Bandages. These might be handy. Okay. Can I make that jump? Can I make this jump? Think I can make that? I'm gonna wait till the rain stops. I think I'm gonna give it a try. Oh, the prox chat is so good. I love it. The prox chat's amazing. Shirley? Okay. When the rain stops, I'll go for it. I'm waiting for the rain to stop, and I'm gonna jump onto this lumpy tree. Shikaka!
Well,
Oh my God.
it's all up to Flash now.
Hey, Flash.
Why
how's
is
it
this
going?
tree full of
Flash, you doing
sperm?
okay?
Hi.
You doing okay?
Yeah, I'm doing good. How are you?
Oh, there's another. Oh, look at us.
Is it
They're all-
distracting
they're
when
all
we're in front of you and you're trying to do
Hi.
things?
No,
Is it
it's fine.
distracting for
No,
you?
it's perfectly fine.
Okay.
It's
All right,
good.
Good.
FlashForce, you're doing great. Keep going, buddy. You're doing awesome. Are you gonna jump right now, Flash? Are you gonna jump to that tree? Oh my gosh. Do it. Go for it, Flash. You can do this. If anyone's
Alright.
gonna do it, it's you. Yay! And oh my gosh. Here we go. You're my hero, FlashForce. You're the best.
God damn. Can you imagine this with like 8 people and they're all just surrounding you?
This is the song that never ends. It just goes on and on.
My friend!
Some people started singing it, not knowing how it ends, but they continued singing
That's
it
it, I'm
forever
jumping off!
because it just goes on and on, my friend.
Hold on. I'm gonna go over to.
Oh my
But they
God.
continued singing it forever just because.
Just because.
There we go. Now I can. Oh, hold on. Hold on.
We can't stop. Chat's dancing. Yes, it goes
Chat's
on and
dancing.
on, my friend.
Goodness sake. Oh my God.
Some people
Some people
started
started
singing it, not
singing
knowing
it.
what it was, and they continued singing it forever, just because this is the song that never ends. Everybody!
Are you gonna hang yourself? What's going on?
Nope. You know what? I probably should have.
I'm done.
That'd have been a good idea. That'd have been a good idea. That'd have been a good idea.
Oh, you got a lantern. Where'd you get a
Yeah.
lantern from?
I found it in the suitcase.
Home slice.
Here, why don't you go find it for me?
Oh, hey! Oh, I like how it like glows when it was falling down. Oh my
We
god.
actually have no choice but to hang out with you.
I know.
Dead.
I know. Maybe you can hang out with your corpse.
Nope.
I mean, you can try to hang with Chiba's. It fell off a tree earlier.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
I think
Okay.
I think once you release, once you give up, the body is there. Nice fall.
Nope,
Oh,
I'm
we
fine.
made it!
I'm fine. I'm fine. Oh, butternut squash.
Oh-ho.
Oh, I think they're trying to make you fall. I think they're trying to entertain themselves. Turn into a villager?
Oh? See?
Oh, there's a mushroom, see? There's a mushroom, see? Gonna eat some shrooms, see? Meh.
What do you have in your inventory?
I have this guy and bandages.
Little plushie. Yeah, little plushie.
Yeah,
Little plush.
little plush. Oh, hey,
Yeah, those
look!
mushrooms, I think those are like...
Jeeves,
they're
chubby
too
shrooms!
Yeah, look at them. Look at the chubby shrooms. That's what you want to eat right there. That's the good stuff. You
That's
want
the
at least
good
one
stuff.
of those.
One chubby shroom?
Yeah,
one chubby shroom to
One
rule them all.
chubby shroom.
I don't know if there's anywhere up there for me to be safe. I guess we're about to find out.
I'm not even sure. There's like a little gap to the left, but other than that, you're kind of right under a cliff.
Oh, that's poison.
Oh.
Oh my God, that's
Oh.
poison. Oh,
Oh,
that's
no.
poison. That's poison. Oh, that's poison. I don't want to get there. That's poison. Oh my God. How do I end it?
The best thing is that
How do I
what
end
I've
it?
learned over my years of friendship with Shiva is that if I start singing something,
He just
can't
starts
help
singing
it.
automatically. Yeah, I know.
I can't help it. Musical
He
brain.
can't help it. Where are you going?
Down.
Oh. Ooh. Like, oh, you're gonna go that way.
Yeah. Hey, Sophia, how are you? I'll try this. We'll give it a
At least
try.
you're not over a cliff or under a cliff this way, so yeah,
Right.
it's probably better.
Okay, I'm probably safe here. Did I literally find the edge of the map? Okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah, this is a little bright.
Yeah. I can't see shit.
Look a little bright.
Help. Little help now. Oh, God.
So apparently,
Apparently,
you can't
they
go
don't
that
want you
way.
to go that way.
yeah. If only there
Let's-
was a sign.
Can I climb the water?
No, the water hurts you.
Okay, don't touch the water.
Oh yeah,
Roger
were
that.
you like drowning or
just gotta-
something?
you
Or
gotta
it makes
swim.
you cold.
It was making me freeze.
Swim up through the stream, and I think you might make it.
Swim up. Okay.
Yeah.
Strongly advise you don't take
You
the
are.
next firm's advice.
You are one with the stream.
What do you mean? I feel like he knows what he's doing. Right there. Hello, friend. How
I
are
think it
you?
too.
All
I've died
right.
every single time
This is gonna be dicey, but we're going for it. Gigantic pillowcase. Hello. Doing okay. That's what I like to hear. I'm trying to survive. Okay. I feel like I've been here before.
Oh yeah.
It's pushing
I
me
think
that
you've been
way,
here
but
before.
there's like nowhere to go.
Shiva hasn't made it
Oh.
to the top yet.
What if you can you go? What about the vine? Can you just go with the vine?
Well, the vine, but it's going over there.
The vine. Well, the vine. The vine.
And then you
See,
can
that just brings me over here to one of these guys. I'm not doing one of these guys. I'm gonna try to climb this. I'm gonna do this rock right here.
can.
I was told I should play this
make it.
game, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you eat the shrooms and then immediately climb.
I don't. What if they're not good shrooms though? What if they're like bad?
Well,
shrooms?
it's hard. You won't know until you
I
try.
ate those shrooms. They were fine.
I don't know if you can hear me. I don't think the bugle shrooms are good for you.
She says you'd
We
be
can
fine.
eat now. Yeah, Mel said she ate them. Oh, well, humping the wall might work too.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Well, gonna be honest,
You bounced.
don't think that works.
Ow.
Oh, there it is.
Ow. Ow.
Well,
Good job, team.
I turned into a skeleton. I had to go for it. There was nowhere to go. We're finding really awful routes. I think that's the problem. I think that's our issue here. Oh, hey, new eyeballs. Had a really hard time with this map today. Okay, so we're not the only ones. Okay, roger that. This is my first time playing. Yeah. But we're doing our best. Arthur, thank you again for the raid, man. I appreciate it.
Mountain.
Okay, we need to try that again.
We need to find better routes.
Oh my God.
We need better routes, and everyone's loud as fuck. Yep.
Accumulates the fall damage. Oh, really? What's bad is that your volume is the same it was, but you're super loud.
Edge, welcome in.
Thank you.
Welcome in.
Oh wait.
So
I'm not. I fucking pushed to talk again.
no,
Can you
no,
hear me?
It does it every time, but
Hey.
it'll reset again.
Hey.
It's annoying.
Hey.
It'll reset again.
Hey. Mine's working just fine.
Is it working now?
Mine's dog standing on one leg.
Yeah, he is. He's slanting. What skill do I need to acquire?
Why is he leaning like this?
Yeah, I don't know if it's like a glitch or what.
What do you mean?
Listen,
Okay.
you just got to give it a clean. Give it a clean and you'll be good to go. There we go.
Yeah, just wipe it down.
Wipe it down.
Just wipe it down.
Looks like it's got stitches on. Yeah, I know.
I don't know. Do we get badges on the stash? Like, do they add badges each
I think
time?
so.
Do they?
I don't know.
What badges do I have?
Girl Scout?
Why does...
Oh. Well,
Why are you
look at
forward
how many
leaning like
badges do
this?
I have? Yeah, I don't know how he's doing that. Yeah, whenever you're in your casual stance, you just go into
pretending to
like
be
a
a
forward
Superman.
lean like that. Yeah.
The badges reflect your achievements? How many do I have?
Oh, that's
I've got
cool.
2.
So
Nice.
we do unlock achievements, and we get badges on our
Yeah, and you
stash.
get badges for the
That's cool.
achievements.
Oh, that's cool. I like that.
The Michael
How come
Jackson
Mel has
lane?
so many?
Yeah.
Why do you have? How do you have 4?
If you play Dead on the Moving Sidewalk and
I played more
maybe you
than
start
you,
flopping
and I
like a
got way
fish.
better than you did.
Well, that's not fair.
Wow.
I don't like how that
Played the other
works.
night. Played the other night.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on. Hold
that's
on.
why.
Wait.
We were playing modded though. So
Ready?
It was definitely easier than this. Yeah, because there was a whole bunch of us. It wasn't just 4 of us.
Yeah, I think modded. I think playing it first, how the game is, and then going to modded after. Yeah. Levitate.
Yeah, but I usually like to do that too, but I was.
Take a little nap. Yeah.
Well, I think whenever you get more than 4, it's gonna be a lot better too.
All right.
We had stamina mods, so it was easier. To
Okay. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Are you
Totally
ready?
Okay.
Superman.
Oh, I'm ready.
Okay.
Only if you stand like that
I'm
the
ready.
whole time.
Yeah,
I wanna
Hey, Exotic, that's awesome. Let's go.
Oh man.
Okay. We need to find
like a
better
sneeze on
better
the
routes.
I found some airline food in my Lugagi.
My God, positive. I hope you're having a good Thursday. Lugagi?
I hope you're having the best
Lugagi.
Thursday.
Yeah, the best Thursday you could possibly.
I feel like this
have.
thing might actually be bad luck.
I want you to have that Thursday. Oh, what is it? Why is this moving like? Oh, there's stuff here. Compass?
Oh my, I can hear Chiba.
Oh fuck, I can hear Doc. Yeah.
Wait a minute.
So every time we
What?
Go back to the lobby and then load into the map.
Oh,
it,
nothing,
it
I was
resets
just
the audio,
thinking.
and you gotta fix
So,
it.
so when you're the one wearing the backpack, to
I
access
used
the
to
backpack,
think
you have to turn it off, right?
Well, I mean, it's a compass.
You have to either put it on the ground or you have to have someone get stuff for you.
Oh, you just hold it. Well, have that.
Yeah.
You doing great? Thank you. Thank you.
There's a flare.
Get up here. See if we can get a coconut.
I'll let Chiba
Double
know
coconut?
if I end up crashing on Saturday. It's a thing. It's a thing.
Get more coconut. There we go. All right, off to the races. Oh, I guess we could. We could cook the coconuts, but I don't know. I just want to get a move on.
We could. We could cook the coconuts.
You get a really cool badge. That's cool.
You put the lime in the coconut and mix it all up. gonna throw my lantern. I don't think.
Cooking's for nerds. All right. So we've been able to conquer this area.
Yeah, I would say we're experts.
I don't know about all that.
Oh, I can't climb when I have my bugle out.
No, you gotta put that old bugle away.
Yeah, you gotta put your bugle away if you're climbing, Doc. You're gonna hurt. You're gonna hurt yourself. Just throw it out there. No, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Adventure time number 7.
Number 7.
Or 6 or 5. I don't even know how
All
many
right,
times.
there's a
4
there's a
or 5?
rope spool here.
Ooh. Who should carry the rope? Probably not me.
I should not either.
Yeah. I don't know. Who wants the rope?
Who
There's a
wants
rope? and someone
rope?
should carry it. There's a rope.
All right.
Someone trustworthy. Oh, okay. Open. Yep, I got it. It's in your backpack.
How's it going so far? Well, you know, we're trying our best. Really, I think carrying these is probably a dumb idea. They're very heavy.
Okay, now that
No
we're on push
pressure.
to talk, chat, what do we think the odds are the team is going to survive?
Give me a percent.
I think the odds are pretty high. Listen, this might be my moment. You don't know. The stars are aligning. The stars are aligning.
Can I climb this on the side? I can. That's nifty shifty. All right, I'm up here. Get this suitcase. We're getting the hang of it. Bandages. There we go. All right, they're going that way. I think I'm going to go this way. Savior, thank you for the sub. Hi.
You doing
Hi.
Thank you.
Hey, Flash, this is for you!
Dude, the trumpets are my favorite thing. Oh! Granola bar.
And
We
a
got
flare.
ourselves a little flare. A little flary
You know
flare.
what I love? You know
Hell
what
yeah.
I absolutely love?
Go on.
Glade comes in from work.
Thank
and
you!
Comes in here with a water for me and some peanuts and a protein drink.
I'm sorry. He came in there with water and a what?
No Glay.
All right,
you
I can
heartthrob.
barely.
Nuts to eat.
Okay, my sound is like so messed
Brings
up.
me food.
The like what? The audio of the game or the voices?
I wonder if I go this way if it's actually a better idea.
Their volumes being like loud and quiet. And,
You gotta-
and my push to talk is completely boring. Oh, God!
It sounds like it's working just
Working
fine.
now.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
I'm not using push to talk. I'm using open mic.
That would completely explain why it's not working for you now.
Yeah.
All right, we'll go this way. I think I want to go this way. I think this is the way. So we'll go up this way. I'll just hear distant screams and falling. That works fine. So apparently there's a new map that regenerates like every day. That's the word on the street, or so they say. Is this a bad idea? This might be a bad idea. I'm gonna go this way. Yeah. Yes. Okay.
The man of many talents.
And look, disability.
Yeah, let's go this way.
Okay, this is not a good way.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, hi.
All right. From there. Yeah. Yeah. We'll do that. Go down. We'll slide down the rock there. Got it this way earlier, I think. Gotcha. I'm just giving it a whirl. Oh, I'm out of stamina. I still tried, though. Still trying. Oh, shit. Candy, yeah. It's like a horror movie, dude. I feel like I remember this. Hey, Fish, how's it going? I just feel like the last time I was here, I didn't have any stam. The bridges of Yeet. Go this way. Can I grab the bridge? Can I grab the bridge? Can I grab the bridge? Oh, I made it. Okay. Ah, yes. We have seen this bridge many times. I'm hungry. I should eat. All right. I was here, and I think we went up that way. I think. I didn't go that way, did I? I don't remember now. I think I went straight up that way. I think so, yeah. Mel and I jumped across here. Bragging rights, that's right. I got up to here. I was able to walk up halfway. Yeah, this is very familiar. Guys, ads are about to start, by the way. Just a heads up. The echoes of them almost dying. Are you guys okay? Can I climb this? It might be okay. Sounds like it's gonna be very easy to get those bragging rights. I don't know. Oh god, 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 oh shit, maybe not.
Night, sorry, I'm right in your ear, Epic Tight Pants.
Someone said that there might be a thing where when you're spamming spacebar that it actually builds up momentum and you get killed. I think that's what happened.
Okay, let's try push to talk again. It's really not working, and it's really a pain.
Yes! Okay, can I get up here? Kind of? Kind of? Nope, nope. Okay, I gotta get right here so I can...
one
there we
who's
go.
so far away. I can feel the snake body and tear my veins. You spoke too soon.
Okay.
Whatever do you mean?
Whatever
Hi,
do
Dead
you
Fred.
mean?
Hi.
What is death?
I was really close. I was all the way up at the top and I was spamming spacebar and apparently that builds momentum and I died. Because I slipped down a cliff. I slipped down a cliff.
How do I get up there?
I'm just.
All right, so what you do is you want to jump across, you want to grab the sand, and
Okay. Wait, but Doc's that way. Here, you know what? I'm gonna go this way. I see Doc.
gotta be
up
careful,
there.
SpongeBob. You have low staminers. Oh wait, what happened? Are you okay?
Oh no! Oh no!
Is there a
Yes,
tick on
yes.
me?
Let me look. I don't know what it would look like, but I don't think I see a tick.
Oh, maybe I walked into the bush.
Oh, don't walk into the bush.
I think I backed into
Yeah, I'm
the
a
bush or
ghost.
something.
Yeah. Anyone ever tell you you're doing great?
You can't hear me, can you?
I can right now. If push to talk's being a butthole, you can just leave it open, Mike.
I feel bad doing that.
No,
Like,
it's
I
fine.
I feel like a
Don't you want
jerk.
us all to do it, and then you'll feel better, and we'll all just be chaos together.
We can all be chaos together.
I don't suppose you have bandages, do you?
No, I don't. Why am I inviting people to the game? Hold on.
That's a great question. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm so close, man. If I just had like a little bit more stam, I'll make it to the brown spot on the rock.
Yeah, you get to
Shoot,
that
shoot,
brown
kick this guy
spot.
to the left.
Yeah.
That spot.
Get to the brown spot. Get to the brown spot, Jeeves. It's right there. You're so close.
Get that brown spot.
Oh, get
I
the
can
brown
see
spot.
it. I can see it. I'm just inching.
Am I getting
towards it.
closer and further away from you?
I can't tell. Oh, oh, oh!
Oh, fuck. Okay.
How about now?
Okay. You
How
are
about
a
now?
little... Yeah, you are. You are. Yeah, you are. Oh, my God.
All right, have fun.
I'm kind of hungry. Did Flash have any food? Oh, hi, Flash. Did you have any food?
No, I had bandages though.
Well, I need food. I'm starving to death, but that's okay.
Oh, I can't help you there. I'm sorry.
So how did you die here so I can try to avoid the same...
Oh no, I just made a dum-dum and I tried to climb too much and I slid off the cliff very high up.
Oh,
Yeah.
that will happen. That will
Yeah.
happen.
Oh wait,
Come on!
I want to play the disappointment sound. Hold on, wait, watch.
I'm so close.
Watch. When he falls down, I'm gonna do it.
Okay. No, dude, I'm so close to that. You know, I hate to do it, but I'm gonna have to jump back down, I think. Jeez. Wait. What if I do this way? Nope, not the way. Not the way. Not the way. Not the way. Okay. Oh! No! Come on, man! God damn it! Oh my God! I hate to
Go up and check. Yeah, this way is bad. This way is bad. This way is bad.
Okay, up here.
She said that was a fart. Oh man.
Is
It's
that what you're
cracking
saying?
me
You
up.
want me to go down to the suitcase right here first? If there's like, watch there be nothing good in here. Watch it just be bullshit. Okay, we got trail mix.
Now, where can I smash this coconut where the pieces aren't going to go flying down the hill?
I'll show you where you can smash it.
All right, yeah, I figured that someone would be all over that. Okay. All right, here we go.
There you
I'm
go.
gonna smash this coconut. Yeah!
Yeah.
Well, you gotta make the sound, otherwise it doesn't smash as good.
That's true. That's very fair.
You know what I mean.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
I mean, and if you don't know what I mean, oh God.
You're walking like you have a butt full of poop.
I might at this point. Who knows? Yeah, I'm so close to death here. Oh, more trail mix. Oh, look at that.
His
Oh,
health
that's
is
good
really
stuff.
bad.
That's
Thank you,
sweet.
Railroad. His health is
Okay.
really, really bad.
Okay, this is gonna be the.
Do I go for that? Hey, why am I falling? We're going for it. Oh, easy. Maybe not so easy? Okay, and now...
What's this game on? Steam. I don't think it's on anything else right now.
This way?
Follow your instincts.
Dad? Dad, I'm scared.
That's okay. I'm disappointed.
It is, Dad.
Ask yourself, what would Chiba do?
Okay, what would Chiba do? What would Chiba do? Well, he'd start climbing something and then stumble and be like, ah!
That was a great f***ing impression.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks, Dad.
Anytime, son.
I mean, this is actual, like, Dad, not Daddy, right? Like, it's not that kind of thing? I'm assuming? Hoping? thinking?
Well, now that you mention it, I've been meaning to talk to you.
Oh God! What are you doing? Oh my God! You can't do that while I'm climbing. Jesus!
Oh my God.
Just pop right
can't.
up out of nowhere, right out of my crotch.
Oh my God, I'm in tears. Valak, hello.
All right, here we go.
I can't.
We gotta be getting close. We got
I'm
it.
crying. I'm crying.
I don't know that that's climbable over there.
Daddy says you can do it.
Okay, thank you, Daddy. I'm going the other way.
Oh man.
Maybe over here?
Valak, how was your stream? Hi. Woo! I should play Chiba some more SpongeBob music.
I got it! I got it! Let's go! Okay, don't have to throw it first before I can eat it.
Oh my God. Body's too sore. Back to
go.
roller coasters. Oh, where'd you go? How's shenanigans? Oh, it's so fun. It's so fun.
Okay, hopefully this helps a little bit more. Eat.
Yeah, that's been like the best thing I've eaten so far.
I wonder if he can see. I'm assuming he can't see me right
That's a
now.
little bit better. What's this thing? Okay, can I eat these?
Oh, thank you for getting merch.
Can I eat these? No, don't eat the button shrooms. These are called button shrooms.
You went to
Can I eat
Busch
the button
Gardens.
shrooms?
Oh, that's rad. Hey, Calico.
Say no to the button
Seen the
shrooms?
vid recently. Oh, I appreciate you coming in. Yeah, we've been obviously playing tons of
No?
Faz, but I don't normally stream on Thursdays, and
What's this?
Doc
Absolutely
asked us to
not.
play
Okay,
this
that's-
game.
That's a pretty clear.
New
that's a
quest
pretty
scare
clear
Chiba.
no.
I don't know how to scare him though.
Okay. I feel like I was just here. Is that correct? We're getting close. Eat the fruit? I gotta smash it though. Alright, maybe I could just smash it right here against the wall.
Daddy says smash
And
it.
everything is okay. No! Oh, that didn't go far. Okay.
This is probably more fun than anything.
Anyone remember Guts on Nickelodeon? I don't. Guts? What was it? Hey!
Wait.
What? What do you mean, what am I doing? I'm climbing, Dad, I'm climbing the mountain. Just like you taught me, remember?
Retrieve the aggro crag.
I don't know what that means.
It's that weird green mountain looking thing from Guts.
Oh. Okay. This isn't working. This is not. Hey, Hogan!
What? The what? It's called the aggro crag.
Alright, here we go.
Oh my God. Woo! Oh, it was
I'm
such a
finally
good show.
back where I was like 45 minutes ago.
Hold on.
Okay, up this way. Stam. No! No! Dude, come on, man! Oh. For fuck's sake. Wait. Oh! Oh! Can I do this? Oh, there we go. Come on. Up. Wait,
Oh man.
I'm not sure how this helps. But it's higher than I was.
I've never been to Busch Gardens. No.
if I can like make it to this is helping me so much. Thank you. Yes.
You ever just stare into the face of danger?
It's helping me. It's giving me motivation. Let's go.
All right, good luck.
Stamp.
Yeah, I would definitely go. So if you guys are confused,
No, don't
they
be
see
hasty.
me
What am I
as a
doing?
little like.
What am I doing? No, this is silly. This is, oh.
They see me as a little ghost, and when I'm in their face, I'm in their face.
Kill, don't think about it.
You're
too
doing
hard.
great.
Okay, thank you. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, sack ghost.
I think I'm having more fun as the ghost than I am.
Yeah. Let me see if I can summon forth. I'm going to summon the sack ghost. All right, here we go. Ready, and... Ah! Ah!
Oh my god.
All right, I gotta do it. Let's go.
The characters are so silly.
Oh, not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad. We're getting there. All right, let's go. Wait, no.
I knew you could do it.
Thank you, thank you. We're almost there.
This is Mother.
Hi, Mom.
Dad said he was disappointed.
The feeling's mutual.
Oh, okay.
Wait, what does that mean? Oh.
We're home. We're almost there.
Why are you humping the rock?
Hi.
Did you make it yet?
I didn't make it. I'm trying.
You guys can be chafing so hard. You've been humping so many rocks.
I know. It's not my proudest moment. Is Doc at the top?
Yeah. Yeah, he's at the top.
He's at the...
Chiba's humping a rock.
Well, I'm not surprised. All right, here we go in celebration. Yeah!
We just nailed Chiba. He's dead.
One can only hope. Oh wait, I can bring you back now, can't I? Or can I not unless everyone's here?
I don't know. Ah!
Oh, wait a minute. You know what I just realized?
If one of them
If Chiba
dies.
now, yeah. Oopsie.
Oh, whoopsie daisies. Oh, there's
Gotta
Mel.
make sure the
Hi.
Beagle survives.
Yeah, I had a very uneventful trip.
That's okay. Where's Cheebs? Cheebs?
Isn't
Oh,
it dead?
light the
I'm sorry.
campfire with
He's
stuff.
463 meters away and getting further away.
How do you know this?
It says it on the
Cheebs.
campfire.
Use
Oh.
echolocation.
Oh,
wait, there's
it
Cheebs.
worked. There he is.
Cheebs,
Oh, hey.
I'm sorry. We
No,
can't
it's fine.
exactly bring you back.
What?
Unfortunately.
he lit it. He did it
Stop
early.
fucking gun!
Oh no! I literally jumped off just to be revived.
Oh.
It's okay. It's
That's
okay.
what
I
you
have to
gotta
pee
always
anyway.
wait till you know
Oh,
if
perfect.
someone's dead or-
That should buy us enough
I
time.
didn't know. It's okay. I have to pee
It
anyway.
was
it's
my
fine.
fault. It was my fault. I take the blame for this one. It was my fault.
It's okay.
Well, the good thing is we don't have to wait for him.
Yeah, we can just start rolling.
Okay, bye, Cheats.
Okay, let's because he's a ghost, he'll just follow us.
True.
Do you think we could push this ghost off the edge?
Okay, evaluation time. Which way should we go? Well, Doc's already gone, but
So, do you see over to the right? You see that waterfall?
the first time I did this and the time we made it, we went to the right.
Yeah, the left of the waterfall looks like it's probably the best because the left, it's just like coming out and further out more and more. It would be way harder.
The waterfall on the right?
The one on the left would be harder, like that big rock face over there. Yeah.
Let's do the one on the right.
Yeah, I agree. The echolocation is back. Yes. Going right. I don't know if there's a way down easier over here. Oh, yeah, I guess we could just do that. Whoa. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Apparently very far. I'm probably gonna die.
Where are you?
I'm in a fucking pit.
Flash!
Yeah, I'm all right.
What happened?
I fell down. You can just slide. Oh, can you really? Okay, that's good to know. I fell down. It hurt. I go boom. I hurt ankle. Yeah, get fingered on, nerd.
Whoa, hey, easy.
Can you change the pitch?
Not intentionally.
Oh, you can't like
Not
look up and down and stuff. That's sad.
Welcome to 94.6 Smooth Sounds.
Hey, Volley.
Jazz. We've gathered here today to mourn the passing of Chiba the Hunt, and we brought our special artist FlashForce to play his favorite song. Nailed it.
Oh, there she is. Hi, Mail.
Blink 182, I think.
That was,
right?
that was. I think that was from the Take Off Your Pants and Jacket album.
No, don't force me to be bananas! You did, didn't you? Oh, no! You're poisoned!
Are the pink bananas poison?
Okay. All right, what's the plan?
Well, we know we want to go right-ish.
Rightish.
Yeah.
Rightish looks very dangerous. Ah! Okay.
That was a mighty fine flip. Look at that.
Yeah.
The
I
skill
hope you're proud of
involved.
yourself. I hope you're proud of yourself.
I'm pretty proud of myself.
Oh my god.
All right.
Well, I think you guys are doing amazing.
We're doing great. We're doing great.
Thanks, Chief. Doing wonderful.
Such good motivation, Chiefs. Thank you, sir.
I kind of wish I was too, but it's okay. Someone has to die. Someone's got to be the ghost.
Man.
And I'll take the ultimate sacrifice.
Next up, Tom Carney. Beat up,
I'm in
butt
a
up.
tree.
In a twee.
You are attacked by tweez.
Attacked by tweez. Twee. I feel like this is where I went last time. This feels very familiar too. Yeah.
Which way are we going?
I don't know. I could go. I mean, I can go up over this way if you want me to. Go on. Hey, how are you?
Oh, hey.
Oh, hey.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, how are you?
Maybe we can go just straight up on this one.
I don't know if going up is going to be helpful.
Oh,
You picking up what I'm putting down?
I found some bandages.
There's a lot of trees.
Bandages.
Oh,
I'm going to make
bandage.
a controversial move. I'm getting rid of the horn.
Not the horn.
Ah!
Ah!
I think it's raining.
All right. Yeah, we're gonna have to go down to get up, I think.
What if you can jump those? Yep, you got it.
Oh, I keep forgetting I'm on push to talk, and I'm just talking to you.
Oh, well, you're doing great.
Okay, he's going up.
Vines can act as an upline if you jump from a higher area and then grab them.
I'm feeling like this is a bad
Yeah, but do you have enough stamina to do that, though?
This is a bad choice.
It was a
I'm feeling
choice
like-
for sure.
This is a bad. This is a bad one.
Hey, Zara, thank you for the raid. Welcome
This is a
in.
bad choice.
It doesn't use stamina.
Okay.
Really? At all?
Ooh, there's some bananas.
Really? Okay, well, that's not going to be a useful vine.
Behind you.
Welcome in, friends. How was stream?
Yeah, they're pink bananas. Are they
There's some
poison?
peppers right here. You can
Pretty
eat
sure. Well, let's see.
No. Peppers are deaf.
I'm using stamina, but
Are we going to celebrate the victory now without
yeah,
the
it's
barn?
draining.
I-
It is.
I
It's
don't
draining
know.
stamina.
I
Slowly
don't
but
know.
surely
Maybe
it
I'll do
is.
freestyle rap.
Ribbity rap-tastic.
Rip.
Ribbity rap.
A ribbit to the rap.
All right.
What
red
does
pepper.
happen
Can
if
you
I
eat
eat
that?
a scorch berry?
You get scorched on, nerd.
All right. I'm eating it.
Can I safely? Can I eat this green kingberry? Is this okay?
Awesome.
Yep. I would say that wasn't the great.
During the part where you're sliding, you don't. Oh yeah. Can I eat this safely? Stream was good.
I don't even remember where the mountain
No.
is that we're supposed
Okay, so I
to
should just
find.
throw this at one of them then and make them eat it.
Like, where is it?
Try not to die. Oh, Faz with friends. Ended up. Hey, there you go. All right. I'm gonna go this way. Oh God. I'm okay.
Oh, blue bananas. Blue bananas are good.
What about this guy? These look good, right? No, green's bad. God dang it. Always throw berries at your friends. It felt like the right thing to do. All right, I'm hungry. I need a snack.
There's a whole whack of blue bananas down
Probably
there.
crap and fire.
What the? Did you say a whole whack of bananas?
Yeah, a whole whack of them. Yeah.
A whole whack of
Don't
them?
get you saying? A whole whack.
A whole whack of bananas. Green and pink bad.
All right, we're
Hey.
doing great.
I can make this. I can make this. I can make it. Oh my God. Can't find him. Gives you two things, poison, but heals a lot of hunger. Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess it's a matter of like, is it worth it, you know? Oh shit. Where was that suitcase? There it is. Watch out for the poisons. Okay, sports drink. Chain launcher. Energy drink. Got a med kit. Another chain launcher. Jesus. I'm gonna sacrifice the sports drink, I think. Hadouken. I got this guy. And then I could just go ahead and use this one. All right. Which way should I go, George? Which way should I go? Oh, but the sucky part is that I have this in my hand. Good alert for bid. I appreciate it, friend. Thank you so much for the raid. I could just use it to abuse it. Docs Echo, I know. Because really,
No, don't climb into the poison.
Doing great.
oh God, that used a lot of my stamina. Yeah, you see my stamina draining slowly? Ah, that's not gonna work. It was worth a try. Really, I need food. Having fun? We're trying, Vaughn. We're sure as hell trying, friend. I didn't find any food in that, which sucks. All right, there's poison there, so careful, SpongeBob. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. I'm right next to poison. Should have kept the drink. Nah, F it. YOLO. That's a YOLO situation. I think he's right above me. Oh my God. Oh, the blue bananas. I did leave the blue bananas. You're right. Butter and biscuits. Are there any other vines that might have some food on them? Let's take a look. In a book.
Okay. Let's reassess.
Let's see.
T-Buz's an expert on the long way down. But he did great, though.
Maybe I use that. I try to go across.
I want to check something.
Tick, maybe. I just randomly got poisoned. I don't think I can make that. No stam. No.
Oh, I was actually going to tell you to not eat that. I think those are bad.
I didn't eat. No, I didn't eat anything.
They're apples. They're not bad.
Well, I was told that they were bad when I don't know. I got poisoned by it, I think.
I think certain ones are bad.
Probably didn't eat apples.
Oh!
Probably ate the pepper.
Mel, do you have any extra
No,
food?
I ate the green things. Never mind. Ignore me. I ate the green apple. Look at
Mel.
that. You ate the red one. I think you're good.
Mel,
Do you see Flash?
do you have any food?
I do.
Okay. Can I have it?
You can't.
Careful, SpongeBob.
Can I make it down that?
Oh, you're right there. Oh, I didn't even know she was above.
You know what?
I want to walk over there, but my stam is very low and I'm scared. There's poisons there. Careful. Oh boy. You just went
Yeah,
for
I
it.
landed right in them.
Oh god.
Okay.
I don't have a tick on me, right?
Turn around. No, I don't see a tick.
Okay.
Wait, you do! You do have a tick. Turn around. I got it. Look.
Oh my god, you little shit.
You know what's really funny? I fed it to you.
Ew.
Did it do anything?
I don't. I mean, a little bit. It did give me a little bit of whatever you call it. It fed me. Climb to the left. Yeah.
I'm not sure what I have. I think I have Thin Mints in my backpack. can
You have Thin Mints and you have a trail mix. Which would you rather keep? All right.
Do I?
Yeah.
Eat
All right.
'em.
Let's see what happens. Oh, is there multiple? Oh, there is.
Yeah, you can eat them a bunch of times.
Okay. That my hunger is gone, so that's good.
Yay!
Hold on. Let me try to put it back. Oh, careful. Don't fall down. Careful. Okay, it's back in your backpack.
This is a bad place to be!
Can I put this up there somewhere? Oh god. I don't know if that could have been a stupid idea or a good idea. I don't know. I need to get my stamina back. Hold on. I just wanted to get rid of it. It was weighing me down so much.
I have fallen.
Oh god. Were you not able to stand here? Oh shit. Come back down. Come back. One back now.
I feel like we need a different way.
Maybe if we go to the... Oh god. I was gonna say if we go to the right over there maybe, or we go across that way.
Maybe we should go down to go across.
Go over here?
Patch.
Yeah. I think this is the way. Mid-climb, you place them, and then you can hold on to it to recover stam mid-climb. Ooh, that's cool. Okay. I'm trying to go up this hole. Trying to go in the hole. All right, yep, we can make it in the hole.
I made it in the hole!
Let's go. Okay, we're doing stuff and things. Oh, there's blue bananas.
Bananas!
Banana. Oh, what the shit?
You can eat those.
Yeah, I was trying to get it. Oh, god dang it. Stop putting me on the vine. Okay. Do you need a banana? Oh, you got it.
I ate a banana.
All right. There we go. Where are they at? I'm going to throw the peel at them.
Okay, I do have,
Oh, that guy. Okay.
thing. I wonder how far it can go.
Where are they?
I'm gonna aim it.
I think it's going to be a tough climb.
I'm gonna aim it up here.
You know, we could probably make our way up those trees. These guys right here, like this. And then, oh, there's a suitcase. Here you go. There's more trail mix here if you need more food. There's a ghoul above us. I have a med kit if you want to take those bandages.
Sorry, say that again.
I have a med kit if you want those bandages. They're totally yours.
I have bandages, but I can't. I have so much stuff on me that I'm losing stamina.
Oh, okay. I might get rid of these
Is there any
freaking
other
bananas.
food in the backpack, or should we put the trail mix in the backpack?
Well, I mean, that's why you're losing stam, because you're weighed down with rope and the extra food you have.
Throw away this stupid rope. I'm never gonna use it.
All right, it's gone.
I don't know how to
Deuces.
use it, so.
All right, it's gone. Yeah, anything that is weighing you down food-wise or like extra-wise, you can totally just chuck. Oh, thank you, Blondie. Let me go over here. I'm going to try to go up the Twee. Gives you additional stamina outside of the regular bar. It's super helpful. Okay. Oh, God. Oh, God. I might not make it. Oh, God. I'm going to die. 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 I'm totally going to die.
This is weird. I can see you and you're not dying. Hold on.
I'm humping the shit out of the tree. I'm dead.
Just keep humping. Just, oh, well, you know.
I'm dead. I'm alive.
Son of a bitch. Just keep spamming. I tried. I was curious if I could
Okay.
make it up that tree. I could not make it up
was
that
not
tree.
good. No. That was not good. Can I eat my bandages? Flash is dead? No! Okay. Oh, hey, guy.
Oh,
How's
hey.
it going? You're doing great, by
You
the
can
way.
revive people
I mean,
with a
I'm-
med kit if you haven't given up yet.
outside
Yeah, I felt like
current
I fell down. Like,
situation.
I'm trying to remember all this stuff too. Oh, look, there's Mel. We're
I
learning.
gotta wait for my poison to go away, but I don't know if
It's my son. It's my
No,
boy.
I stepped on a fungus. Use your badges? What does that mean?
I stepped on a fungus.
Oh, bandages.
Stepped on a fungus. You can
Not
use
a-
your badges?
Apparently, you can
No,
use the med kit
bandages.
to revive somebody if they are about to die.
Oh, yeah. You,
I keep
if
forgetting.
they're about to die, yeah. Someone said you could do that with bandages, too. Is this helping?
How about this? Is this helping?
Can you go ahead and float me over to the other side? That would be awesome.
With water,
sure.
help
Grab
the
hold,
fall.
Grab hold of
Here we
my,
go.
I don't
my head. Yeah,
believe
let's
you.
go. Right.
Grab the tail.
What? All
Okay.
right.
Yeah, you got this. You got this.
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest, dog.
I'm building up confidence. Can you sing me a
Yep.
confidence song, please?
Confidence. Da 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 da. Confidence. Let's go. Look at you go. Climb like you've never climbed before.
Oh my goodness.
There it is. It was a song,
Okay.
wasn't it?
It was.
Confidence.
Da, da, da,
Da,
da,
da, da, da, da, confidence. Da, 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 da. Confidence. Da, 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 da. Oh crap.
Probably
Confidence,
had a little too
confidence,
much confidence. Here we go. Going to fall off the rock.
Well, let's calm it down. Moderate amount of confidence.
Moderate.
amount.
All right.
Mild confidence.
Yep. Mild.
There's literally nothing over here. Like there's nothing.
No, you can if you climb up this guy. No, in
This
front
one?
of like if you scale it to the left.
How much? Yeah. Oh, yeah. You have enough stamp for that. Yeah. You
Right
can
here?
scale to the left.
Yeah,
like
if
Flash said. Yeah.
if you scale to the left,
Yeah.
Like up here?
to the left, go left.
I'm going left.
That's no left harder.
I am lefting.
Get lefted on. Jump in.
Okay.
Get lifted, nerd. Oh, you did it.
There you go.
Look at you.
Doing good.
Confidence.
Da, 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 confidence.
How's Mel doing?
Oh, I can't even see where you are. It's all very smoky and foggy here. Oh,
Oh.
well. Oh, well. There he goes.
Confidence.
Confidence.
Look at that.
Oh man.
Well,
Man.
What's
Yeah.
wrong?
She had too much
Who would have
confidence.
thought this was Doc's game?
Apparently.
Yeah. Last one alive, like
I
every
just
round.
risk it way too much for the biscuit.
Oh God! All right, we're in trouble. Oh wait, no, we're not.
Yeah, you're fine. You got your little scamper going on there. You're fine. You might want to get up there though. This is awfully dicey.
Nope. That's a tough one. I don't know how you're gonna get out of this little
Oh
pickle
boy,
here.
this is quite a pick.
Well, it's not a
quite
pickle;
a
it's a
pickle,
cave,
yeah.
Jeeves.
Well, you
Damn.
know.
He does have you
correct,
there.
yeah, you're right. Well.
When you're right, you're
I'm
right.
gonna shimmy. I'm gonna shimmy. All right.
You're gonna
Do a
shimmy
little
into that
shimmy,
spike.
Cocoa Pop. Yeah, yeah.
I'm
You
not-
actually, there's nowhere else for you to go.
Shimmy, shimmy, shimmy,
Shimmy,
shimmy,
shimmy, confidence.
shimmy,
No. Oh no. Okay. Well,
It's so
Dude.
dramatic.
the most dramatic
Oh my
death ever.
god. You're fine. Get up.
Oh, Doc, come on.
You're fine. Holy shit. Oh my god. We're not doing so good. If anything, it's just entertaining. I mean, if there's anything about this, it's entertaining as shit. Oh, Juju, I'm dying. I've been in tears so many times playing this tonight. Oh my god. If anything, it's fun. This is not the hardest. This is not the no. I know it's not the hardest. I think it's just we're getting A, we're not used to it. B, this has been tough. The SpongeBob music. Someone is not readying up. I don't know who it is. Yesterday's map was way easier. Yeah, I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before when I gave it a shot. Oh, Chiba left the expedition. Oh, okay.
did it crash?
I'm here.
I think it
Hi.
crashed.
Oh, you guys are like hugging. That's adorable. You're hugging. Look at this hug.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
I can hear you.
So, Mayor kept telling me that people can't get too far away from each other, and I think that's what killed me.
I'll delete.
Because you were so far up, and I was so far down.
Hi.
Purple.
Hello?
No.
missed
So-
me,
Oh my
saved
God.
me.
I think what
there we
happens
go.
is
I
I
bugged
think
out.
over time the fog rises, and then if you take takes too long, you go down too far, it keeps going up.
I think I did see something where if you get too far
Tuesday
apart
for
from
sure,
one
'cause it was
another, there's
Phoenix
a dude
Man and I
called the
played, yeah.
Scoutmaster who shows up and kills people.
What the?
Oh, is that true? That sounds like violent.
Well, it's what I heard. I mean,
Hi, Stroggy.
This the Scoutmaster.
sounds
Scoutmaster killed a
dangerous.
guy. That sounds very dangerous.
Scoutmaster killed a guy.
Yes. Scoutmaster killed a guy. Should lay low for a little while. Oh my god.
I'm river dancing.
Do I look the same? Yeah.
No, what they told you to do is you get on this guy, you do one of these guys, and then you go like this.
Oh my god.
How do you lay down?
It's an emote.
Nailed it, James.
So what you do, you hold when you go on the escalator, you hold R,
Dude.
you hold R, and
Okay.
then you lie down. And when you do the dead thing, the down one, the play dead, then hit spacebar. The other one, Cheeps. No, you're
What
not.
do you mean? Oh, this one.
No, you gotta be
Oh,
on. No, you
this
have to be
one.
on the. You have to be on the little moving sidewalk guy.
Oh, the Scoutmaster goes after
I
the
do it?
person who's
Yeah.
standing
Did I do
too
it?
far away.
Ah,
There we go.
Wait,
it's
how
one of
do
the
you do that?
emotes. It's the bottom emote. So if you get on the escalator and then you do the bottom emote
Get a running start. Can you do that?
like this, and then you jump. There you go.
Nailed it.
I don't know if I did it.
All right.
I don't think I did it at
I think
all.
I've got one more run.
Yeah.
And then I gotta call it.
Agreed
Yeah,
upon.
Doc, I was just gonna say it's 10:30 for me, so this will probably be my last two. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good deal.
By the
Hi,
time it's over,
Shrun.
it'll be over after 11.
Last run.
That's all right, I gotta
I'm
wake up early
taking,
tomorrow
like,
and
the
drive
next
to go
3
pick up
days
my
off
child.
streaming to do recovery stuff. So
Yeah.
tonight I'm playing Faz after.
I'll puke when I feel this. No,
Let's
it's
go.
fine. It's fine. It's just the jumping around stuff that we've been doing.
Kiosk.
Hey, that's some good kiosking you're doing there. No, Dahlia, you'll be fine. But hi, friend. How are you?
But Nari, thank you so much for the raid. How was Repo?
Repo is
Oh
great.
my god.
It was good, but they killed. Why did they kill Gerald?
Oh no! Why'd they kill him?
Yeah, why did they kill Gerald?
I have to do this every time.
Lugande.
All right, what do we got?
We're gonna be victorious.
Listen, I think I should leave Bing
Yes.
Bong behind.
We're gonna scale things.
I'm leaving Bing Bong behind. Bing Bong, I appreciate you. Not this time. We need to change it up. Corin, thank you for the 10 months.
Here we go. No one's talking to me.
Oh, nobody wants to play with me. Oh, wait. No Bing Bong. Not this time. Are you effing mother? There we go. I got a well done coconut. I'm ready to go. Bing Bong was holding you down. You know, I think that Bing Bong has its maps, and some maps are good, some maps are bad. I think this is a bad one. So, no Bing Bong this time.
I got something called Pandora's Lunchbox.
That sounds hot. Tree climbing. Sliding back down trees is apparently just my
Look what you got.
pure enemy.
Oh, a lunchbox. A lunchbox of doom. Oh. That looked like it hurt you.
President Chief. Yeah, that's what I've heard too. Listen, we just want to try to make it somewhat far.
I'm scared to use the lunchbox of doom. Oh. You did something nice for me. It's like the it gave me super stamp.
Word?
They're up on top of there. They're up on top of that rock over there.
Oh, I was gonna say,
Yeah.
what's going on? They sound like they're behind.
They were looking
Oh, can I
for.
get a-
They found some special lunchbox.
Oh, that old thing.
Oh, classic.
What does the horn do? Oh, it does this.
Oh, it does this.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they were saying lunchbox of doom. We don't know exactly what that means, but it definitely means something. What if they had the gamer checked? Oh, that'd be nice. That would be super duper nice. There's a peak mod called Voice Volume Saver that keeps step players. Oh, throughout the whole game. The fact that you have to have a mod for that is a little weird. Ooh, trail mix. Don't mind if I do. Where are they? I just heard them. Oh, they're over there. Just a bit, yeah, just a little bit.
Did Flash already go ahead? Oh, there's Flash.
Yeah, he did. He did. He's right there. He's not too far ahead. Oh, he's right there. Oh, there he is. Look at him. He looked all menacing. Look at his red eyes. He's got red eyes. Where are his eyes?
He's doing like the
need to
like the
calm
superhero
down.
stance.
Relax. He's doing the
Oh,
danger
hey.
pose.
Hey. Can't play it all. The motion of the cameras makes her sick. Oh, that's.
Oh, there's a coconut up there.
You won't touch it.
Ooh, I could use one of those. If wanna
You
throw one of
won't
those down
touch
there
it.
for me, Doc, I'd love that. Touch it. Touch the button.
Touch it real good. You touch it?
Yeah, I got a coconut. All right,
he
ready
touched it.
and hot toy.
You said Hawk Tui?
No.
Did you get 2 of them?
Ready?
It sounded like Hot Tui to me.
Hadouken!
Oh, Jesus.
Are you grabbing? Are you gonna put some of these in your backpack or?
I can.
Yeah.
Oh, so in other words, you're saying put them in your backpack. All right, got it. Noted. All right. Do you intend to put any
Do you
of these
intend to
in the
do that thing I
backpack?
want you to do?
No, wait. I was just asking, or can I take them?
Oh, here. I mean, well, here.
I mean, I'll
Here,
eat
take
the
that one.
coconuts,
Right there.
too.
There you go.
I mean, I'll eat them. Oh, thank you. Is there eerie music playing for anyone else?
No,
Yes.
it's more like Minecraft-y
Gotcha. Yeah.
for me right now anyway. I don't know where Mel went. Left. Last time we went left.
You got this.
Hey,
So,
Flimsy, how's it going?
Going up the same way we've always gone up again, eh? Keep going for it.
Well, I mean, it was successful in the past, you know?
Old Faithful, how do we
Old faith. See how we do getting along without old bing bong sauce. All right, how did I get up there? Probably like this, yeah? Or maybe not. Maybe it was over here. Did I go over here? What is this game? This game's called Peak. You are trying to literally make it to the top. There's different sort of like, almost like if you want to call them like biomes you've got to get through. I see Mel. She's over to the right. Let's go Hadouken. All right. Let's go up here. There we go. Now that I'm here, let's see. I could make it maybe... Oh, actually, I don't remember if I went up this way last time or not. Survive yet? Well, seeing as that we've died a lot, that's a no. But we're trying our best, though. I'd be damned if we're not trying our hardest. There's some shrooms. How you doing? There's a little cluster. I don't know if that's good or not. We're gonna leave them alone. I don't trust. All I hear the entire time is just Chiba and Doc echoing. The fog rises. All right, let's see. I'm gonna go over here so I can see them. I don't know where they are. I just keep hearing. He's yelling, "Yeah, Canada." All right, let's go walk our way up here. Get as far as we can without needing to use any stam. Can I make it up this? That's awfully dicey. I might be okay. Maybe not. Oh God. Nope, nope. Top grade maple syrup, amen. Yeah. Mock. All right, I kind of forced my hand and went this way, I think. Okay, let's go this way. Ah, here we go. This is where I went last time. This is familiar. Oh shit, I'm dead. Bye. I was doing fine and I slipped. I was doing fine. The echo makes it so good. Oh my God, I'm alive. Okay, I can't. No, no, drop it, drop it. Okay, I need either food or health. Hey!
Hey, I see you. You're right there.
Do you have any food or health?
Little health.
Yeah, I'm not doing so hot.
Yeah, neither am I. Unfortunately.
I was passing out because I had no stamina left. Oh God, I'm gonna pass out. Oh Doc, I don't feel so good.
You're doing great. Oh. Don't worry, Flash. I'm coming to get you. Coming to get you.
Is he gonna backpack me? Please do it.
Okay, soldier. I got you. I got you.
Take me to victory. Take me to victory, Doc. He doesn't have the stamina.
Flash, we got a problem. Okay.
How'd I die? My health was so low and I was so hungry that I passed out and I died.
Okay, Flash, were you eating the naughty berries? Is that what happened?
No, I didn't eat any naughty berries. No!
You did.
I didn't eat any naughty berries.
Well,
can you hear me, Doc?
no.
Not dead yet? No, no. This is gonna be so dicey.
Look at it, Flash. Look at it out there. Oh. Don't worry, buddy. I'm gonna get you home. Gonna get you home.
Oh, Doc, go to the right.
I'm not gonna get you home. I'm trying. Okay.
Oh man, this is so dicey.
To that.
He should go to the right. He should just jump across. F the bridge. F the bridge.
Totally.
You think
Yep.
so, Doc?
Yeah.
Okay.
If anyone has a med kit, they
can
can bring me back, but
Top of this rock. Ready?
Oh, I'm very close to poison.
Oh,
I'm very close to poison.
Oh, there's Mel. No! No!
did she even just fall down?
Help!
I fell.
Help! Help! Okay, never mind.
No, this is fine. I can go up this way.
She can help him. She's not helping him.
Here?
Okay.
Okay.
There's no way he's making it up that. There's no way. He's
If you're in such a hurry, you could lower a rope or a tree branch or find something useful to do.
Ready, right?
That does put a damper on our relationship.
Where's Cheebs?
In the name of my father, Domingo Montoya, you will reach
Ah,
the top alive.
Yes! Let's go!
Okay, well,
Okay, we're making progress. We're making...
I don't have a rope.
They're little waves. We're making little waves. They're not big waves. It's okay.
I have a feeling that me and Doc are gonna come.
Please help me. I have FlashForce. Help.
I can't reach you.
He's
All right,
we're gonna
gonna
watch
swim.
this. Ready? We're about to go fly down
Drop
this
in that
cliff.
ledge, get your stamina back, and try again.
Ah! Okay. All right. Ready? Here we go.
Oh my God.
You got this, Doc.
Hey, Code Red. Solid TikTok. Welcome in, dude. I'm not comfortable with this.
I can't reach you.
This doesn't look great from my angle, I'm going to be honest.
Well, you need to... Flash, I'm sorry! Flash, I'm sorry! Flash!
Doc? Flash?
Oh no! Oh man! Oh, Doc!
Well.
He just dropped us right on the poison.
You know, when you can't see their bodies, I don't think that's a good sign.
You know, it's the effort. He tried.
I don't know
That's
if
what
I can
matters.
get up here. Oh, no, I can do it.
The poison bar. You like that?
Blood, blood.
I'm gonna wait.
Okay. Woo! You going first?
Well, I'm debating.
Well, you know, we tried.
Well.
I
You
did.
certainly did.
I did. I put
What
in
do you
all of
have?
the effort that I could.
You know, the best part,
confidence.
when we were flipping down the mountain, he literally released my body, I think assuming it would save him.
What do you mean? I did no such thing.
And we both just got
my God.
embedded into the poison.
Oh.
Oh, man. Oh, ads are about to start, guys, by the way,
That
just
was
a heads
funny
up.
to watch from my
Dahlia,
angle.
thank you for the
You
34
guys just
months,
disappeared.
France.
Oh, you got me. Oh, thank you.
Oh,
How
my
do you even
goodness.
do that? What are you pressing for that to do
hold
the?
right click.
You hold right click and you lend a hand.
Oh, you lend a hand. Oh, you give a hand.
Give him a
You
hand.
lend a hand. Oh, that's cool.
Oh, man.
Wait a minute, we've
I
been
do not
going
have
this
any more
long
food.
and you haven't known about lending a hand?
I've been lending.
This
a hand,
explains
but I
all of our
haven't been the
deaths.
one lending a hand. Yeah. Well, listen. Not a whole lot. I still died long before you guys.
How goes the peak? We're not
I've
doing
never
so
seen this
hot.
before.
But I'm convinced it's
Oh,
the
yeah.
map. And we're new in the map. Like we're
I think you've
newbies.
got it. I think you've got it.
This is the one.
Let's go.
You know, I do need to oh, there's some rope. Rope's cool.
Oh, is this so familiar?
I mean, why do I?
I'm Henry the Eighth. I am Henry the Eighth. I am. I got married to the widow next door. She's been married 7 times before. Second verse, same as the first. I'm Henry the Eighth.
This is great. I love this.
What? We're
Wait,
cultured. We've
Tina,
seen
are you
ghosts.
dead? Oh no, you're alive.
What's
No,
that?
he's right there.
I'm still alive. I'm about to die, though. No, I'm just kidding.
Close enough to me
Whoa.
that I can hear
Nice
Yeah.
moves.
Well, I am kind of right behind you.
Yeah, when Sheba said that his view, it wasn't looking great, it really did. It looked really bad.
It did, to be honest.
You were grunting a lot. I was on your back. It was.
There was a lot of grunting. Doc was on top of Flash. Or Flash was on top of Doc. The whole thing.
Listen. It's not. It's better to look good than to feel good, or something. I don't know.
Well, you know, yeah. You could
To
say
each is
that.
their own. That's fine.
Yeah.
Oh. I'm all right. Hey, you want me to get on your back for old time's sake?
Sure. Oh, wait, I'm on your back.
Oh wait. Oh,
All
sorry. Oh wait. No, you gotta get down. Get
Good.
down.
I'll
Gotta
save
get down.
the marshmallows
Okay,
for you guys.
Get down. All right, Doc. Crouch. There we go. There we go. Now we're talking. All right, let's walk.
Can't light the campfire with friends missing.
we're
Suddenly a tree.
walk.
Or suddenly a town.
Safe, eat, rest.
All right.
Ooh, receive
I'm emoting.
5 moral boosts from campfires. Oh, let's go. I like achievements.
Moral boosts.
Achieve
I
mug.
like a nice.
Lots of
Okay.
grunting people, but yeah.
We have got this time.
Okay,
We
I believe you.
No.
Get to the top.
Okay.
We can do it.
We like.
I
I
like
have
to party.
confidence
We are
in
winning.
our ability.
We like to
I like
party.
to party.
We like
Party.
Party.
Celebrate.
We
Party
like.
time.
Celebrate.
Party.
Celebrate.
Celebrate.
Celebrate. Party.
We are farmers.
we are.
Bum, ba bum, 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 bum. Is this the way?
Our shadows are stupid.
What do you mean?
Yeah, my shadow's looking a little weird.
Oh, why over here it's all blobby, like I'm being birthed. Ugh.
I know. That's what mine looks like.
It's like the rhino scene from Ace Ventura.
Oh my god.
Left the backpack. I don't
Are
want
we
it.
going down this way?
No.
Mari, I'm glad you're not
No,
at
we're
work.
not going to go down this way. I don't think this is probably the best way to go down. We should be going down this way.
No, we're not going down. No.
No, we're not going to go down this way.
Yeah.
Pretty sure we're going down this way.
We might be going down
I
this
mean,
way.
I don't think we should go down this way. This is not
Yeah, we might be going down this way. Hey, hop.
Oh. Doc,
He's fine. He's fine.
you good over there, good
Tis
buddy?
but a flesh wound.
Tis but a flesh wound.
I'm
You'll
okay.
survive.
I'm okay.
You got this.
Oh, it's
Rain will
slippery.
wash
It's
it
slippery.
off.
It's slippery.
It'll
Yes,
wash
give me
off
your
the blood.
hands to stand
Climb
on.
Here.
Here.
And then climb here.
Here,
and
put
then
them there
climb
and I'll
here,
jump on
and
them.
then climb here.
They do it.
Climb here.
Listen,
Yeah,
I
I'm
need
here.
you and you and you and you and you and you to knock it off.
Okay.
Oh my God, we can
Seriously,
look.
climb
Look
here.
how far away we can ping these.
Yeah,
Look,
no, definitely.
all over the
where
mountain.
Yeah,
did
this
it
is
go?
terrifying. Mel?
She's gone, dude.
Hello? Ooh, there's lemons over there. Can we eat those, do you think? There's
You
a
went
lemon.
around it?
There we go. Do this.
Yeah, I don't know. Is yellow good? Does anyone know? Can we eat lemons? Or whatever? Oh, my
Yellow
God.
crispberries are fine.
Okay, good. Okay.
Oh wait, actually I can put a couple in my backpack.
Yeah, storage is cool.
Hey, Captain, how are you?
Storage is cool.
Storage is cool.
Storage is cool.
Some storage. I like to store things.
Get storaged on.
Although I will say, someone else should probably carry the backpack.
I got.
Where did where did Mel go?
I'm like,
Okay, fine.
you know
got
what?
it.
Like,
I got it.
I just got a lot of stuff going on.
Where did Mel go?
Yeah.
Around
it.
Marco.
Is she over there? Oh, I see her. She's over there. Look at the hand.
She's
Follow
over
the
there.
hand.
She's over there. Yep.
She's over there.
Like
Yeah,
up
she's
there?
up there.
Right
I think she might be over
think it's
there.
Up here, yeah. Yeah, it's
Up
Over
there,
that
in
way.
In that area?
Yeah, over
Okay.
there.
possibly that way.
Okay. Right up there?
God, our hands go far.
Roger that.
Roger that. Ooh, what is? Did someone say pink berry nanas are bad? Someone say that?
Yeah, the
Pink
the
berry
purple
nana.
one- or the blue ones are the good ones. The blue ones.
The blue ones are the good ones. Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Ooh, what's this? Oh, it's an open.
Yeah, open case.
Yellow.
Mel.
Are those bees? The fuck
Yeah,
is
those are
that? Look
bees.
at that.
Yeah, those are bees.
Oh, I haven't seen
Mel,
those
did
yet.
you climb across the vine?
No, I'm under you. I'm right here.
Oh.
Giggity.
Oh.
Yeah.
I kind of want to like. What happens with? Can you collect honey from the beehive?
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
Why don't you go
Yeah, you
back
can.
Yeah.
and see what happens?
You should give
Oh,
it a
I'd
touch.
rather not, but it'd be cool. if
I don't
someone
know. It
else did.
feels right.
I don't know.
All right.
I have a trumpet. I have a rope. Okay, are we going?
Yes, sir. My stamina's not so hot.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fun. Like, I have a lot of stamina, but like on here, it's not great.
We've had no luck on this one. That I take a completely different.
Oh, can I not move any farther? Oh no, I can't.
Now you have to sort of jump off.
Oh
What are
my
you
god.
bo- what are
Oh
you
my
buying?
god.
Oh,
Chandler.
Okay, ready?
classical song. I'm sorry.
Oh!
The flying squirrel technique works every time. Chicago.
Chicago.
I'm waiting down here for my stam.
Oh my
Are you
god, I
for
caught the
real? Okay.
last leaf.
No,
Oh,
I'm
I'm
not
not
risking
gonna
this. I'm not risking this.
I'm not
Nope.
gonna make it.
I've done this before and I've
I
died.
made it. I made it. Oh my god.
I'm not risking that. Nope, I'll wait. Those are the strongest trees I've
Blast.
leaves of.
You
Yeah.
can do it.
You can do it.
Here.
Take
I'm
my
reaching out
hand. Lend me your ears.
You know what? I do have one of these old rope things, but is it a one-time thing?
probably save it. I'm waiting for the raid to get done. I'll come up there. Trying to apocalypse challenge. Any tips?
Oh, shit. Well,
Nailed it.
you know, I hope we didn't need that rope.
You know what? I really needed a rope.
Bunch of luggage to the left. Ooh, look at that.
Where?
You're right.
Oh,
What
there
happened?
Is, yeah.
Why
I'm
are
not
you
really sure if I
walking-
want
why are you
to.
walking on
It's
him?
Her Royal Highness's match luggage.
I don't really know if I want to traverse over there.
Barf! Not in this vehicle, mister. This is a Mercedes. All right, wait, is that...
Royal Highness's match luggage. Oh god. Oh god. Royal Highness's match luggage. No.
I'm watching what not to do. Wonderful. So don't do that.
Don't do it. He's alive,
Thank you
though.
for being the test subject, Doc. Oh, he is alive. That's a good point.
Oh, man.
Well, there's something to be said. Like, can you? What if you actually don't fall here? Let me try. Rah! Oh no, it's slippery. It's slippery. Okay. Okay.
There it is.
Nailed it. Nailed it. Mel? Where are you? Just above us? Okay.
I eat the food. There. That's how this goes.
What if I go over there? Like this. Like over there and then go up, maybe?
Where was that luggage at?
I think it's over where I am, but I can't.
Do I want to go over this way or where they were? Like that way? That path, maybe? I don't know if that would do it. I just want to see. Why not? Yeah, kind of. If I find a way, awesome. If not, then it is what it is. It's fine. Whoa. Okay. So that is a big old bag of nothing. But I don't think that's going to be helpful though. Like I can't get to that. And if I go up there, that just takes me there, which, okay, hold on. We got to go down to go up. We got to go down to go up. I think I got to go over there. Like you see all that over there? I think that's my path. The fog rises. Why? I'm stuck. All right, let's try this. I'll try to climb. Once I get my stamina back, I'll climb on top of this guy. Oh God, I might not make it. Oh God. Oh, did I find a pocket? I'm humping the tree. I found a pocket. I'm humping the tree and I'm taking it. Row, welcome in, by the way. You see my stamina going up? Oh, okay. They're down there. Can I make it up this tree? Yes. Okay. Oh my God. Look at the rain. It's Leviosa, not Leviosa. Whose ghost did I just find? Someone's ghost just appeared. All right. How's the chaos? Oh, the chaos is chaos. Hi.
Oh, hey, hi.
Hey, how are you? All right. So, which way to go, George? Which way to go?
That waterfall over there, I went that way, I think last time, and it led to nowhere.
led to nowhere, but the left side looks like it's got life.
Well, that's the right side. Isn't it?
Oh, you mean the, oh, wait, you mean the left waterfall or the right waterfall?
The right one. Did I say the left one?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so as it turns out, I'm the one who does not know their left from their right. So, all right.
Night, Garrett. All right.
I mean, I like, it's a little embarrassing that I said that, but like, I'm not like completely embarrassed by it, you know? Like not knowing my left from my right, but yeah, that it's okay.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Okay, all right, I'm gonna go.
Okay, I can get stamina here. Stamina here. Okay, we're good. There's a suitcase here. Good, good. I can eat the bananas because I'm starting to lose my stuff here. Throw this guy. Yeah, yeet. And we have more food. Okay. Need a lay of the land here. We need a lay of the land. So I can make it. I can try to. Okay, hold on. This might be the safest way to do this. Let's climb up like this. Oh my God. I barely made it up. Okay. And then now that I'm here, I might go over to this big flat part just to see what's around me. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Why did my stamina just die? Holy crap. Is that a cave next to the suitcase? Was that a cave? I didn't think it was. It might have been, though. Ooh, this little spot here. Okay. Okay. Oh, look how pretty it is, though, huh? Okay, we're going to wait here. I am sliding. I think.
Flash is alive. Flash is alive.
Hi. I'm just enjoying the sights.
Yeah, just hanging out by the waterfall.
Yeah. Can you go on the other side of the
when I said
waterfall?
there was nothing over here. You remember that?
Yeah.
Do you share that assessment now?
No,
Other than
no,
the
no, no, no,
waterfall?
no, 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 because I'm gonna try to go up.
All right. Oh, okay. Nice. Okay, all right, bye.
Bye. It was great having you. Thank you. All right, love you. Bye. All right. I think I need to keep going up that way though. Like this. Oh shit, that's poison. All right. Where can I go from here? Hey, does it look like there's anywhere close to where I can get up there? Down? What do you mean down?
I got bad news.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and say no.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So do I need to make my way back over the other way then?
All right. So here's your plan. Here's what you're gonna do.
All right.
Okay. You're gonna jump down to the vine and you're gonna grab it on your way down.
Okay.
Okay.
Which vine?
No, not that one. The one on the right.
Oh, okay, that
This
one.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can't do my pointy thing.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna do it. Yeah.
Okay.
Nice. Nice. There you go. Nailed it.
All right. And then?
Yep. Okay, then you're gonna climb up past all these vines.
Oh, jeez.
And win.
And be a winner.
Yeah.
There's no breaks anywhere. Like, I'm looking up over there, and it looks like at the top of the waterfall, like you climb up there, and then you go above.
Yeah.
To there, but I don't know if that's possible or not.
Oh, wait a minute. I know exactly what to do.
Okay.
Okay, so what you're gonna do...
You son of a... Straight up time? I don't think I have the stamina for it. That bag of shit.
And then you'll be there, and then you'll be at the top.
Oh, perfect. Perfect. I got the plan. Thank you. Wait a minute. What is that? What is that? That's a little crevassier. Excuse me. What is this? That's probably nothing, but... Could grab the... and get to that rock inside all the... Wait, where? Back... Oh, the vine. Oh, over there. But I don't know where I would go from there. Where do we go? Because it does drain my stamina being on this thing. And once I get on that and I get up there, I don't know where I would go. There's nowhere to go from there. That's the issue. I'm almost convinced I can like wiggle my way up there. I don't know if that's possible or not. I might just need to go back. Okay, I'm going back over there. Hi.
It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay.
That's funny. All right, how do I get back to where I was? If I go over there, I need to go like that way. How the hell do I do that? Who's alive right now? I don't know. Chiba, maybe? Ah, that's not going to fly. That's not going to work. Shit. Yeah, I think Chiba's alive. I need to go that way. I wish there was a vine for me to go down to. I just can't see. I could just go down to that vine and try to catch it. Or go down there. I have a feeling that Chiva's not doing so good. Owie.
Well.
Bad things.
Well.
Bad things.
I got more bad news.
You seem to be full of it today.
Yeah.
Yeah, that fog is moving up too. Oh boy. You know what? Fuck it.
Yeah, you may be our... Oh, okay.
What the fuck was that?
I went for the vine.
Do it for the vibe.
Jeez.
Do it for the vibe.
You're about to die.
No, I'm fine.
No, you're not.
I'm
You're
fine.
Not. Climb the
Listen,
tree.
you got this.
I don't have enough
5
stamina to
minutes.
climb the tree.
Please.
It's too cold to climb the tree.
No, you can do it.
It's
because
too
you're
cold.
thinking you don't have enough stamina, but you do.
Jump.
You gotta reach deep in. Oh, let's go.
Okay.
You gotta
Okay.
reach deep inside.
Oh, giggity.
Nice.
It's a friendly message that comes from the heart. Believe in yourself.
Is that where it comes from?
That's the place to start.
You're the best.
And that's it. Hey.
Hooray!
Or we can go that way.
Shit.
Nothing gonna ever keep you.
I don't know which way to go.
down.
Is this way good or bad?
Hello, Midnight High.
Hi.
Yeah, sorry.
Hi.
Sorry. Yeah, okay.
The fog rolls. The fog's rolling in. Tell me that. Do you like?
Doug?
You're doing great though. Just climb up like the inner part of that upside down, and you'll be fine.
All right.
Yeah, make us alive again.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. There's nowhere to go. I can't see. I can't see.
They're right above you.
Right above me?
Left.
Above me to the left?
A little more
Don't
to the
accept.
left.
Don't accept it. Don't accept your fate.
Oh my God.
Oh, God.
Well,
Okay.
maybe keep humping, keep humping, keep humping. Dear God, keep humping. You got it.
Oh my God,
You
that
got
was
it.
pumperific.
Thank you.
God damn, look at you go.
I've experienced.
Experience.
Oh,
God.
shit.
Not
Okay,
the first
okay.
rodeo.
Not that much. Not that much. I'm humping. I'm humping.
Keep doing hop harder.
I'm humping. I did.
Oh, you got
Where
it.
do I
You got
go?
it. You got it.
There's nowhere to go. I've humped
gonna
my
be
way
honest.
into a hole.
You humped your way into the hole and now you're gonna stuck.
And I can't get out. Well, you know, sometimes you hump, sometimes you don't. Am I right?
It's gonna
It's not okay.
be okay.
No, it's not okay anymore. It's
It's
not
gonna be
okay.
okay.
Okay, but it's not okay.
God damn it. Maybe you shouldn't have gone up that tall peak. Yeah, I feel like I don't know what direction was the right direction, but I don't think we found it. This was tough. This one was hard. Like I said, I played like 1 or 2 days ago and I was able to go way past that. I wish they would tell you the difficulty.
Oh man. I actually wish it would tell you the difficulty too, to be honest.
Sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. Am I right?
It's true.
I'd say that was a don't. Right there. That one was a don't. Well, folks, this has been an esteemed honor as
It has been a
always. Thank you
thing.
so much. It has been a thing for sure.
It has absolutely been a thing.
And every
Monument.
time I look at my
Amazing thing.
passport, I'm going to think of all of you.
Absolutely.
Every single time.
I hope so.
Memories burned in my
Alright.
brain forever.
Next time I have a blue
Yes, so
banana,
folks,
you.
please, please make sure you check out the one and only FlashForce right here. Okay. Yeah.
Aye.
Oh wait, hold on. Let me put away my passport. How do I do that? Okay, there. All right. Doing danger pose. Make sure you check out the amazing, the wonderful, the fantastic epic tight pants.
Thanks,
Yep,
man.
there it is. There it is. And check out Keep It the Hut,
Night, Withering Witch.
who's absolutely glorious and hiding behind a passport.
What'd you do to him?
It's
Oh
desperate,
God. Oh
wonderful,
God.
Oh,
beautiful.
All right. Well,
Okay.
you know what it's time for.
What are you doing?
What's the time for?
Wow.
All right, friends. I will see you all later.
Have an
Bye.
amazing night, guys. Thank you so much for the
Bye.
games. Good night, everybody.
We'll play again later. Bye. Oh my. Yeah, so this game's a thing. Yes, please make sure that you're checking out the homies. Doc, Mel, Cheebs. Absolute amazing friends. Oh, ATV. Thank you guys for chilling today. I know it's a day that I don't stream. I know it's a day we were playing something different, but it was still a lot of fun. You got so far. Oh, well, thank you for the pity. I do appreciate it. Yeah, when I played when I played the first time, I got almost past like the icy part, and then I didn't want to I didn't want to play anymore, but I think I died anyway. But I wish it would tell you like, hey, this one's a bit harder than the other ones. But I can't wait to try it again. I want to get better. All right, YouTubes, thank you, friends. Well, I'm glad that the internet held out for the rest of stream. Thank goodness. shall be F like a shoe. I like it. Thank you, friend. Thank you very much. No, you guys are awesome. As always. As always, as always. All right, let's go. Let us go raid. Let's get out of here. He needs a star rating, likes to do. Yeah. Yeah, like, hey, this one's going to be a little bit harder today. Or maybe we were just doing things we shouldn't have been doing. Love this song. Me too. There's a lot of really good songs. A lot of really good songs in this playlist. All right. Well, let's see. He is not. Oh, I don't know how much longer he'll be alive. Actually, there's a few of them. I don't know how much longer they'll be alive. Oh, Narayan Grant, I appreciate it. Yeah, it's awesome. There's a lot of really, really good songs in it. Bloops, thank you, friend. But yeah, let's go raid. You know what? Let us. I don't get to go that often. He's probably not going to be streaming that much longer, but we'll go there anyway. We have an amazing friend who's live. All right, friends, if you're a follower, I don't think they're actually playing. If you're a follower, that's for you. If you're a sub, that's for you. My little tier 3s, that's for you. We are going to go visit the all ever mighty Mr. Chinggis. We don't get to go raid into him very often. Doesn't get to happen a lot, so let's go do it. But thank you guys for the awesome stream. I will be live again on Sunday for more Faz. For more Faz and more fun. We need to get our levels up for sure. But I'm out of here, friends. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for hanging for a different game. You guys are amazing. Tomorrow, technically, I get. Well, no, it's 11:22. Wait, no, not Sunday, Friday. Yeah, tomorrow. I was like, wait, no, I am streaming tomorrow. We're going to go pick up the kiddo, but I still am probably streaming later. If I'm not streaming tomorrow for the 4th, I will let you guys know. Okay? Yeah, sorry, losing my days because I have tomorrow off and it's throwing me off. I should be streaming, but if I'm not, I will let you know. Okay? I'm all messed up. All right, guys, I'm out of here. I love you all. Appreciate your loves. Appreciate your faces. Bye.